Well, hello. Thank you all for being here, man. I just got off work. Sorry about that. My hair is wet. I got out the shower. It's all good, man. Hey, I put the link out there, didn't I? Yeah, man. Jen Mark Almadan. Anybody want to come up and chat? Let's get in the live stream, It's a late night stream. Miss Ann Walsworth, it's good to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. Killer Whale, how are you, buddy? I miss doing live streams. Tonight is not a grow stream unless you want to grow. We'll grow together, man. Super Dave, hello. Good evening. Nice to see you again. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. It's good to see everyone. Super Dave has tomorrow off. My mic is dead, Super Dave. Can you hear me? Well, hello. We have Ala Lopez. Great to hear you. You just got off work. Good. I am just going in. Oh, wow. Come up here and talk to us, Killer Whale. Come on, buddy. The link is in the chat. I hope y'all don't mind if I get something to drink. Come tell us. Good to see you happy. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Super Dave tries to stay happy, I try to stay happy, man. I really do. I know it's late. I could pull some stuff up, but I'd rather somebody get on here and talk to us about it, Tomorrow's ladies' night. Yep. Tomorrow's ladies' night. Let me share myself out, if y'all don't mind. I hope you don't mind. I share myself out. The music will stop momentarily. Can y'all hear me? Come on, man. Talk to me. It's a late night stream. I plan to stay up here for an hour and a half tonight, I hear you, Super Dave. My mic is dead, so I can't come on, but I'll chat here. Well, thank you. Yes, I can hear you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I already have one thumbs down, y'all. Somebody don't like Super Dave. I know who they are. They're not proving anything. All right, let me share myself out a little bit here. Put myself on the community tab. We have 9 in the chat. Cool. I love chatting. Any and everyone is welcome to come up. Just had a 4.5 magnitude earthquake. We are on the Super Dave show, man. Y'all come on in. Oh, turn my notifications off. I'm a little bit behind tonight, y'all. Do not disturb Super Dave. I don't need notifications while I'm live. You know what I mean? Sheed TV, hello. It's great to see you. Angel Lawrence 52, number 1 news, y'all. That's a drag B. Great to see you. Sheed TV, y'all. Awesome channel. I went in. I don't think she even saw me. She might have. I try to go in even a few minutes if I can, Sheed TV gets a lot in her chat. With all bad stuff going on in the world, got to stay calm and chat and laugh. You got that right, Chrysler Imperial. When someone gives you a thumbs down, it is a drag. To me, it's awesome. They're giving me some activity. Well, hello, Kicking with Ben. Come on to chat, buddy. Talk to me. Don't say no to Super Dave. Light your cigarette. Come on. Super Dave needs somebody in the chat. Kicking with Ben, buddy. What's going on in Florida? Alien Believers, hello. Let's have some chat going on, man. Please. How many do I have? I don't see it on the screen here. I have to look in my phone to see it. That's wild, man. Come on up, Kicking with Ben. We need you in the chat, buddy. Talk to us. Alien Believers, Ella Lopez, Jane Bogle, y'all. Hello, Jane Bogle. Thank you. I appreciate it. We got Kicking with Ben coming up, y'all. Come on, Ben. I'm excited to get you up here. First time in my stream, mate. Awesome. I'm all right. Let's do it, y'all.
What's going on, Triple Dave?
Thank you very much for coming on.
I missed you on my stream a while ago.
Sorry about that, man. I was working.
I went to bed and I got up and went to the bathroom. I said, let me check and see who's on there. You was.
I appreciate it.
I got back up. I got me a bowl of mini wheats.
There you go.
Mini wheats.
Get ready for the emergency, man.
I put me a little honey in my mini wheat.
You feel like there's an emergency coming?
Super Dave, the coronavirus is for real. But you know they have called the National Guard in 6 states.
You ain't got to do your job, man.
It's not because of the coronavirus.
All right. You don't know I need a haircut, right? I might get me a haircut tomorrow.
I think mine's good for a little while.
I believe it is. Do you know anybody with the coronavirus, Ben?
Nobody in my county's got it, but we have one die in the Panhandle up here, about 3 counties over.
Wow, it's no joke, is it?
It ain't as bad as what they're saying.
We're fixing to find out in the next couple of weeks, Ben.
Super Dave, the coronavirus is for real, okay? It's for real. It's the toilet paper ain't in the stores right now. But the National Guard is being activated, and it ain't because of the coronavirus. There's about to be a bunch of arrests going on. That's why they're shutting everything down.
Hello, Michael Thornley. What the world are you going to be arrested for, Ben?
The deep state.
Well, John Boy went hiding in the woods the other day. You saw that, didn't you?
Is John Boy in here?
Not yet. I hope to get him on here. I might send him a message.
Send him a message. I was on his panel today.
He might be in the bed.
He was having problems with his phone charged up one time earlier or something. Something wasn't right.
Can you hear the music?
I love music.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can barely hear it.
I'll turn it up a hair.
You ain't got to.
Anybody else want to come on?
I got that link right here.
We got 11 right now. I feel like we're fixing to have about 75.
Oh, you just come on. You ain't but 12 minutes into the stream.
That's right.
Dang, I caught you just right, dang.
I wanted to have a little fun tonight. Somebody
Have
hit
a
that
little
link
fun.
for me. Somebody hit that link for me and come on in and talk to me and kick us. Tomorrow night is ladies' night. I'm going to put that link out there tomorrow night, and I expect some ladies to come on.
So that means I got to wear a dress tomorrow night, then.
Well, and put your wig on, yes.
I put my wig on, huh?
Let me get me something to drink. 1 second, I promise. Guess what I'm drinking? You have to wait till the ladies' night. Tonight I got me a little glass of wine so I can rest good after my live stream, y'all. Hey, I don't think the good Lord has anything against a little glass of wine.
How about a man with long hair?
That's some good wine, y'all. Who we got? Be the change. Look at that, Ben. We got somebody else coming up.
What we got?
I will have to shave my legs for tomorrow, says Michael Thornley.
I got to pull my wig off tomorrow night. He got to shave his legs.
Well, hello, Be the Change.
How you doing, sir?
Peace, baby, peace.
We're doing well.
Kicking with Ben.
Thank you.
Listen, guy. I like you. I like both of you. Nice to see both of you on the chat with me. How you doing?
Thank you
very much.
Thank you much.
Yeah, I hope you give Super Dave a little credit for helping grow your channel a little bit. I like you, man.
Hey, I just had a conversation with my landlord, and it is almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I have a wood stove that he does outside. Okay.
Oh, you're on Eastern time.
Yeah. I'm in Pennsylvania.
Well, Super Dave's on Eastern time too, ain't you?
Where are you at? You're in Tennessee, right?
I'm in South Carolina.
South Carolina. Okay. So we're in the same time zone. Okay. Well, I see my landlord.
I got 12:42 a.m.
Yep, same here. Well, I had my landlord out at the wood stove dealing with the wood stove for the day. Okay, and I went out and talked to him, and he had the expressed, emotion towards what's going on. Here's something that you're not going to hear a lot of people say. Whether this is real, whether this is Trump, draining the swamp, or whether this is the actual coronavirus coming here and taking your family out, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You've got to play like this is real, okay? So you've got to act accordingly. And next week, by next Friday, we're going to be exactly where Italy is, and we're going to be locked down.
Oh, yeah. So by the end of next week, we're going to be shut down.
Guaranteed, okay? You've got to make sure that you have food,
water, medication.
And that's it, right there. You just hit it. Okay, you can take a couple cinder blocks. Cooking food, you will figure it out. Trust me, you'll get hungry.
I figure some pretty good medicine to have is at least have some Benadryl and some painkillers. Some pain medicine.
I have
Benadryl good for allergies.
Ibuprofen. I have every single thing that you would ever need for the next year for your whole family. Guaifenesin, which is like a cough medicine. I've got every. I'll give you a comprehensive list if you really need it. Like honestly, I think that's what needs, Dave. You have my email. Email me so that way I can give you like a list of what I do, and I'm like a serious prepper. Okay.
I have your email.
Yeah, it's. I will type it in. I will type it here in the private chat. Okay.
Yeah, I have some Benadryl on hand. I have some Benadryl, ibuprofen. I have some vitamins on hand. I have 13 cases of water, actually. I have 20 gallons of gas for my generator.
Listen, I just sent you my email.
I have a bunch of canned goods. I have a freezer on the side. I'm a deep freezer. I have stuff in it. I'm ready. I got some.
Yeah, for you, you're ready, okay? But like our position at the point that we're in, because I'm connected with you, okay? We have to get ready. The average everyday person who will not see this coming until they have a broken nose. Okay, if you're in the middle of a fight with somebody kicking Ben, let me ask you a question. Kicking with Ben. Okay.
Yeah.
If you see somebody drop their shoulder and about ready to drop like a right hook, what are you gonna do? You're gonna duck out the way. Okay. But nobody is gonna see this to be able to duck out of the way. So you being on this platform that you are, you have to let them know the bare basics that they have to know. That's your duty. That is your duty. That's my duty. That's Dave's duty. That's everybody that's on this point, because this is serious. This is beyond the Great Depression. This is beyond anything we've ever seen. Fuck Vietnam. Fuck Iraq. It doesn't matter. Excuse my language. I'm sorry, Dave. I apologize, Super Dave, because I shouldn't use that type of language with you.
I apologize for you, okay?
Hello, Michelle Dan.
I apologize.
Okay.
But that's where we're at.
Right?
That's where we're at.
I haven't seen Michelle Dan in a long time, man. Michelle Dan's in the house.
We're beyond
Vietnam.
Go ahead.
I'm mainly worried about the elderly people. I'm worried about the elderly people.
Me too.
The people that ain't able. I'm worried about the people that ain't able to go to the stores, and I'm worried about the elderly people and the disabled people that ain't got the funds to take care of this situation that we're up against.
You better keep some cash on hand. You know, keep a little cash on hand because you're gonna need it. The banks.
I went to the bank Friday.
How old are you? Kicking with
Thank you,
sir.
Good to see you.
How old are you?
I'm 53.
Okay, you're 53.
Yeah, I'm younger than Super Dave.
Yep, I'm 29. I turned 30 here in July. And what I see coming is exactly what I see in fact.
I turned 34 in July. I mean 54 in July.
See, I turned 30 in July. And what I see I see exactly what I seen in Iraq whenever I was 19. I see little kids picking out of garbage trash just to be able to eat. I see, and that's terrible because that was the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And that's what I'm planning away from for my 4 kids. Okay. I have 4 children and I'm sitting there trying to instill, hey, guess what? You got to sit there and you got to choke out chickens. Sometimes you got to cut off the head. Sometimes you got to defend yourself. You know what I mean? And that's the thing that we're not teaching our kids. And we're so socially inept to be able to do so that we're so afraid to be able to say, hey, you're allowed to be an alpha male. Whoever is watching this right now, you are allowed to be an alpha male. It's okay if you don't like the way that society's going. It's okay if you want to be the strong man whenever somebody is the weak and you show them the right way. And that's the way that we have to be right now, or otherwise we're going to fall to nothing. And it doesn't matter. It's pointless. This is pointless if we don't do something like that, because right now it is life or death, because we can't see right now. Because what we're seeing with these numbers with the coronavirus,
they lie to us. I'm telling you, they lie to us.
Well, either way, if they aren't, even if they're telling us the truth, it's in the rear view mirror. Okay, we're looking at 2 weeks behind because this thing has a 2-week incubation period.
Right.
You might not survive 1 month from now. I might not. Okay, and this message has to get forward, Dave. Listen, I've only got 150 subscribers, and I've been trying for 3 damn years to get people ready for this. And it's because I haven't had any good subscribers, because every single message that I put out is about getting food, water, and getting your family ready for the worst case scenario, because it doesn't matter if you have to wipe your ass with toilet paper or water. You're going to have to fight for your life here real damn soon. And if you're not ready for that shit, that's just it. Let me know if you
Super
need
Dave.
help. I can help you.
Super Dave. Did y'all know? I'm talking to everybody in the chat too. Did y'all know we've been bombing Iran this afternoon?
This whole time. Why? Why should we do something like that? Why should we do any damage to any man that needs help the same way that we do? Why? We're not better than Iran.
Hello, Bamboo. Hello, Mom.
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Dave.
What's up, guys? What's up? What's up, Super
Peace,
Dave? How you
baby.
doing, man?
See?
I just saw you had the link in the chat. I saw you were live. I want to say what's up. Be the change.
I
Kicking with
appreciate
Ben.
it.
Roms Longo. What's up?
Thank
How's
you
it
so
going,
much,
man?
Dave. Thank you so much, Bamboo, One Love, and Be the
Hey,
Change, and Kicking with Ben.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Where are you
man.
from,
Thanks.
Romsey?
Yeah, where you
I'm
from,
here in the
Rom?
Philippines. I'm here in the
Okay.
Philippines in front of the hospital.
You're in the Philippines?
Really? Are you okay,
Yeah.
man?
Where specifically
Yeah.
are you at?
I'm just waiting for my friend having Judy this time. She assigned.
Is she having lung issues?
She okay?
Not, stay,
Is she
yeah, she's okay. She's a staff nurse here.
Oh, okay.
Now, can I ask you a question personally? Because I have some friends from the
Uh,
Philippines as well. What kind of situation are you seeing inside of the grocery store, inside of the place where like the average, not you necessarily, but the average everyday person would get their normal goods from? Okay, because like here in America, we're used to like 3 days. Okay, we have 3 days max worth of food, water in our local area as a big whole. Not me. I have a lot more than that, but as a whole, you know, and Bamboo Soldier, you can say this too. Where you're at, you usually have 3 days worth of food, water, supplies. How is everything for you, Rom? How is everything in the Philippines like as a whole? Like if you had to sit there and separate yourself from the mass and look at the whole herd, how is everything doing?
People here in the Philippines are panicking in buying about their goods. Yes, but right now the Philippine Metro Manila is already locked down because of that virus. And but we are allowed to travel because we are working in a hospital. We are allowed.
Yeah, of course. Do you work at the hospital?
Yes.
What do you do? What is your specific job?
A nursing aide.
You're a
But my
nursing aide.
partner is
So does that
also
mean-
she's also working in an emergency room as a supervisor.
Okay.
We need
So
to ask him
whenever-
if he's
whenever
seen
you-
and what is the percentage of, what is the percentage there in the Philippines of the coronavirus?
And do you have to like decontaminate yourself as you go into that area and decontaminate yourself as you go out? Do you have to wash yourself? Do you have to disinfect yourself? I worked in a breeding facility for rodents, okay? And whenever you have like over 100,000 rodents, you have to seriously like take a shower before you go to work, take a shower afterwards, wash every clothing that you have a different set of clothing for work. Is it the same way for whenever you're in a serious situation as like we are in a global pandemic?
Yes, before and after, before we go on work and after going home, we always wash everything and we take a bath before we go to bed. We always do that, the same thing. But
You
the bad thing here is the Philippines is not really ready for that virus. Our government is not really ready about it.
Have you noticed
We're
like
not prepared.
have you noticed, like in your everyday life, like what differences are you seeing?
Oh man, let me tell you
Because
that. after he's
down
done.
there in the Philippines, like yeah, we would like to know your perspective. Like, I mean, how long
How
have
is
you
it?
noticed a difference? You know, and how big of a change in your everyday life? Like, for instance, you have family members that are in school, or how many people that you know have had jobs that are affected by
Yes,
this?
it's a big
Things like that.
it's a big impact. It's a big difference, impact in our daily lives. You know what? You don't have work. You don't have no work, no pay here in the Philippines, and in when it comes to our family, we are different apart from them. We are not able to communicate them
Yeah.
in actual, but we communicate them in phone calls like that. And when it comes of people, it's very different. You know what? People there are they are we are what do you call this? Less people, unlike before in our regular days, and even uh,
Less
patients,
traffic.
family of patient. Yeah, less traffic. That is the advantage, the less traffic. But the
For
big
once.
problem also is just the traffic because of what they're doing. Some policemen here, they will call you, and then you will stop, and then they will check whoever there's people passing by because of the area that
Checkpoint.
has a lockdown. Yeah, the
You
checkpoint.
got checkpoints.
Can I
Okay,
ask
so
you a
like
question?
Yes,
Can I ask you a question, sir? Ramj, is that your name? Ramj? Is that
yes,
close?
yes.
Okay. So listen, in my local area, okay, if you go to the store right now, okay, you cannot get any of the essentials. Okay. You can't get toilet paper, which I've had for a long time.
welcome back,
Same
Dave.
thing with everything. I'm saying. You cannot get rice. You cannot get the local essentials that really will determine whether you survive or not.
Where are
Okay.
you? Be the change. Sorry, where are you at?
I'm in Pennsylvania. Okay.
Okay.
So like in my local, I'm in the middle of Pennsylvania. So I'm not like Philadelphia or Pittsburgh. I'm like, excuse my
Away from
language.
the coast. Yeah, away
I'm
from
in the
the
middle
coast.
of Egypt. Bum F Egypt. Okay. I'm in Juniata County. Okay. So it's like a tiny ass little county, about 700 people. Okay. So in my area, you cannot get toilet paper. You cannot get hand sanitizer. You cannot get toilet paper. You cannot get anything to wipe your hands with. Everything that is essential to the the gross. You know what I mean? Like if
Sanitation.
you're trying to wash yourself, period, you can't get it here. Okay.
Yeah, that's the problem with
How
places.
is that level towards you? And here's another question as well to everybody. You know, Bamboo kicking with Ben, Dave, Ramj, everybody. Here's a real question that is hard for me to answer myself. Is this just a point of control,
Yeah.
or is this the real thing? And that's the thing. You don't know until it's after it's over. So you
I'll
have
say
to play
something
like
real quick. It's been part
Go
of
ahead.
the it's been part of the plan for a long time to enforce
Hell
control.
yeah.
And we've been seeing it. If you've been aware and understanding like what's going on and how this world is run, and you're waking up
Hey,
to
you got
that,
my email, right?
it's a process. It's a process. I don't know if I do, but I have to check. But it's a total process, and you start to understand all these things. Important to be open to every perspective, because nobody has the right answer. Nobody knows everything. But if we put some of all that together,
Yes.
we might be able to have a better understanding of what the hell is going on. And for what I
It's much-
understand,
the average
this is a
person
plan.
knows.
They're just ramping it up to have martial law all over the world. This is a rehearsal.
Yes.
They're gonna have it all implemented in a couple of years when shit really goes down. They might know something that's gonna be happening, like a cataclysmic event that they project coming, that they just realize that they're not gonna be able to control people if they let them know what's going on.
Or
Of
stop.
course, if you're any government, you don't want to tell them it's gonna be the end of the world. You might want to just kind of ease them into it, because if you tell them at once, people are gonna go crazy. It's already kind of going crazy some places from what we are seeing. And I'll say this: there are levels of hoaxness. It's not a hoax of what's going on. There are obviously governments all over the world. We can see they're locking down. It started in China, obviously. Coincidence, very big coincidence. right after their big protests, they kind of wanted to push this agenda in there.
Oh,
This
it was
virus,
so convenient.
the fact
It
that
was
so that's not a
convenient.
hoax of what's going on, but the virus I think is a hoax. How it started. How the hell
Yeah,
are they ever going to
it's a
figure
hoax.
it out?
It's a hoax.
This has been
This is-
manipulated in U.S. labs and probably labs in Israel too. Sorry to say that, but I mean, there's secret corporations that have been working on viruses like this. They
Yeah.
have vaccines already.
You're right.
So they put that in there. It's a
There's no virus
bioweapon. It's a
that they did-
bioweapon. It's
Can
a
I
way
ask
to
you a
control
question?
all of us. So
Bamboo, can I ask you a question?
please. I'm just glad to be here.
Okay.
Thank you, Dave.
I've actually been watching you for quite a while, Bamboo Soldier, right? That was your
Yeah,
original
Bamboo
name.
Soldier. Yeah, Bamboo One Love. I just put up here for
Cali,
stream
right?
artists.
You're
was
from
that?
Cali, right?
Yeah, I'm in
You're
California,
from
man.
Cali?
I'm like
Okay, I've
5
been
miles
following
away
you for
from that
5 years.
big ship, the Grand Princess. I
Pretty
saw
close
it.
to a year. Pretty close to a year have I been following you, okay? And so I understand that me and you are on the same wavelength. And when I say this, understand what I'm saying to you is further than what anybody else here that can see that, okay?
Mhm.
We're both starseeds. We both understand what I'm about ready to say. Does it really matter at the very end point whether me or you lives or dies? Okay. And when
Yeah.
I say that, what I mean is the energy that we put forth during our time here. Does it matter whether it's for the disease or whether it's for the recognizing of what this actually is? Okay. So me or you might die tomorrow, okay? And whenever we do, the energy that we have put into this reality that we're living in, this bubble, okay, you might be living your little bubble, I live my little bubble, kicking with Ben lives in his little bubble, Super Dave and Rom all live in a little bubble, but we all live in a coexisting big bubble, right? So
It's all
if
connected.
you put in, yeah, exactly. And you put in your energy towards what's supposed to be, okay? Whether everybody else believes that or not, it doesn't matter. They're going to have to act accordingly, okay? So, like, the energy that you put towards it does it matter whether it's for, left or right or, the paradigm shift that they try to put us into? Or does it matter toward the big goal, which is stop relying on somebody to tell you what to do. Stop relying on somebody to tell you what vaccines to take. Stop relying on what somebody tells you is the reality of the situation of the day. Or do you move forward with what your energy is telling you?
I think you move forward. I think we all, at some point, if we dig down, if we get to a situation where we have trials and tribulations and it's not going right, we dig down and everybody has it in them, I believe. We're all human. We're all part of the same energy. We're all made up of the same ingredients, so to speak. But if you dig down, I think there is a moral compass in all of us that knows what's right and wrong. You can feel it in your gut. You can feel it
Hey, be
all the
the
way.
change.
So everybody has a different way of getting there. But once you kind of open up and be humble
I would
to
like
that.
for y'all to try something. I want y'all to try something. I got 2 channels I want y'all to check out
Okay.
immediately. One is the X22 report. The other one is the Patriot Hour.
Okay.
I want y'all to, the Patriot Hour put one out this afternoon.
I've been watching both of them for the last 2 years. Okay, the Patriot
great.
Hour.
I've heard of the Patriot Hour.
For 3 years. Yeah, they were the original. They were the original talkers of Q. Okay, and I don't follow Q anymore because I realized that was
It's a
just
psyop.
something doing
It's
a
a
diet, like a dietometric. Like you're either going to be left or right, and
Yeah.
either way
It's a
you're wrong.
psyop. It's a psyop. It'll stunt
absolutely.
your morals. It'll stunt your ability to open up to everything.
Well, I'm gonna
That
tell
is.
you, the Patriot Hour is saying some stuff we're talking about now.
But Patriot
Well,
Hour,
I
yeah.
know.
I mean, I've heard about that. I think I've seen
Uh,
some.
I haven't listened to
You
it
know,
in about a year.
I've said this on Awake's channel. Wake Up. I feel like this is right now at this moment the calm before the storm.
That's
This is
it.
the
It's the calm before the storm.
Dave. You're absolutely right. And when I say that, you're absolutely right. What I mean is, what's going to happen is the same thing that I just talked to my landlord about. Okay, we're going to need to come together. Okay, you're in Kentucky, you're in California, you're in a different part of the world, you're in Florida. It doesn't matter where you're at. It doesn't matter where you're at. What we need to do is we need to come together and let each other know what's going on in each part of our lives, because that is a big plan. That's what it is. It's a globalist plan
Mhm.
to shut us down as like me. I walk around with this on my head. Okay. See that? I don't know if you can see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I can see it.
Walk around with it. I walk around with it every single day. It doesn't
Well,
matter.
I'm
before
not
this-
showing mine. I will never show mine on mainstream media. Never.
Simon?
I will, because you know
I
what? I
will,
want
though.
somebody to know if they come to my house, they're going to have to deal with me, and that's
Well,
the way
guess
that it has
what?
to be.
That's your right, man. That's your right. Yeah.
That's
I got
my
mine
right.
laying in the bed right over here.
You have to. You have to. And because the worst case scenario is that this is all being a joke just to be able to get what you've got beside you on your bed. Okay? And that's the thing. Worst case scenario is they're just saying all this stuff about the COVID so that way you can give up your rights and you can go
Of
and
course.
get swabbed.
That's why they put out Tom Hanks, like saying, "Oh, I got he's the
Oh,
perfect
God,
poster
Tom
boy
Hanks.
for that." I don't believe any of that.
Everybody knows Tom Hanks.
But he's the perfect
Everybody
celebrity
knows
to
Tom
put
Hanks.
up there and say, I got infected.
Yeah.
And that'll
Name
make
another-
people believe in it even more, because people see a guy like that as like a superhuman figure, big celebrity
Oh
like
my
that.
God.
Like, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's
it's-
the thing, man.
It's crazy. It goes back to like the control they have. Like just a couple months ago when Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter crash,
Well,
he's
then
a
he's
superhuman
gone.
figure. And the fact that like he
Hey, I
could
don't know.
die like that, and how that was
Listen.
probably very connected to
Are you
what
guys in the
the
chat?
whole agenda.
Are you guys in the chat
I
for
was
the
trying to get you
for the
to hear your
stream?
thoughts, you know?
I can my
You must-
my chat is really slow, so I'm sorry if I don't see the chat because
you
I'm
know,
gonna put my
it's always really slow.
you know, something
But everybody,
you
it's good to
might,
see y'all.
hear.
Ula, Chris, Dr. Eve, Ann, Angel,
Yo,
Brenda,
I just put
Chrissy.
I just put my email. My
Golden
email
Brown
is
J.
in the chat. All the people behind the screen.
Osang,
You know, if
Julie,
you're not here,
Lisa, Jab Neil, what's up? Everybody,
That's what I'm saying.
what's up, everybody?
I just
Joel.
put my chat
right?
in in the background while they're, it says howdy Dave. You said howdy Dave,
I'm sorry about
right, Bamboo?
I'm just glad to be up here that Dave was live. I saw he was live. He had a link up, man. Glad to
Ditto.
come and talk to you guys. It's good
Yeah,
to hear
Thank you
our
all for
perspectives.
coming on.
Thank you,
Do
Dave.
you know we need to talk about this national emergency?
Yeah.
Thank you, Don.
Do you want to talk about the national emergency? I got a whole
Do
bunch
you
of info
know-
on that.
Do you know? You all know that FEMA, the Center for Disease Control and Homeland Security, they have the right to do anything they want now.
Exactly.
Anything.
Exactly.
Because
Anything.
just
It
because
doesn't
they
matter
declared
where
a
you're
national emergency. Yeah. They get that authority now. They must have
Yeah,
a
once
wide
that
range
national
of
emergency was signed, it's over. It's over.
It's 10
I've heard
in the Patriot Act.
I've heard the excuse because of a national emergency, the red tape is being avoided.
yeah. They're cutting through
We
the
got-
bureaucracy.
You know,
No, they're just taking away.
override-
I'll get my gun. Right.
They're streamlining
override the
everything.
red tape.
Yep, they're streamlining everything. They're
And
cutting
see-
through
and see,
that
here's-
bureaucracy, and they're gonna. The first
don't
thing is
have-
when he declares a national emergency, it's just basically to maintain federal funding for every state, for any costs they have coming on. That's the first
They
thing.
don't have to argue anymore.
There's something very important I heard this morning.
Yeah.
I woke up to hear Nancy Pelosi.
Oh,
we
I
approved
forgot.
We approved
Come on.
we approved this money. We approved this money because the president asked for it. For the whole damn time, they went against everything the president wanted it to do. Why all of a sudden?
Listen,
I mean, really,
Dave,
why all
Exactly.
of a sudden Why
Can
are
I-
they
can I-
going along with the president all of a sudden? I mean, there's something
Who knows,
strange. I,
Dave? Who knows?
Dave,
They
I
they
smell
Win the
a
budget,
rat.
you're not.
he was
You're
the
right,
I
win the
smell a
budget.
rat, man. I smell a rat.
he was the anti-establishment candidate, and he came
Listen,
in and he
Dave.
shocked the whole establishment. And for the last 4 years, have been putting this bullshit on him for all along, trying to get him out of there. And this is their last thing.
Dave.
They're gonna blame this on him. And
Well, even
those
no,
forces are
that being said,
yeah.
you're right, Bamboo. But that being said, do I support Donald Trump? I voted for him. Okay. Do I support him right now? No. You know why? Because he may not have been a politician, and everybody says that to me. Oh, he isn't a career politician. Well, guess what? He is now.
Yeah,
And guess what?
He's sucked in. He's on by the fact that he's the
right.
president. He's going to be on that one side, but there's the
He's their
establishment
side.
just over
This
around
is
the
about
corner,
money.
and they're pulling
Money
him
is
back.
the thing to do.
They're pulling him
Money
back.
is a thing to do. You think about money.
Kick him
because
again.
you have to use money.
People that
Kick him again.
You know what's
with
funny?
money.
They're,
Man,
they,
yeah.
were, they were bitching and
Do
crying about the wall
you
the whole
smell
time.
that with Nancy Pelosi going along with the president wanting the money for this funding for this national emergency?
Well, you know she
Because
tried
they
to
got
sneak
it
in that abortion money in
That
with it.
is
You know that, don't you?
big amount of money. Here in the Philippines, it's almost 25 billion pesos. That is big amount
Wow.
for the emergency fund of
They're all corrupt.
Department
man.
of
They're all
Health.
corrupt. That money is not going to go where it needs to go. We all know that.
No, 100%.
It's fucking-
Because it
Joke.
doesn't matter whether you're with Pelosi or whether you're with Trump, you're set there separated, okay? And then whenever they find a symbol solemn ground, okay, oh my God, the coronavirus, now we're going to all go with on the same track, okay? Guess
Yeah.
what?
All of a sudden, we're on the same
Whole-
team. Great. It's like,
Boom!
you know what's
What?
funny
Doesn't matter.
about the
We're all
border wall?
separated.
The border wall was such a big thing, and like, are you going to see the lefties now saying, "Hey, don't build that wall"? They're going to blame him for not building it fast enough. Probably. You know what? Mexico is. I think they already declared that they're not letting any more Americans in. And I think other Central and South American countries are doing the same. So it's kind of funny how
that's-
things change.
Shit has
Makes you
hit
think
the
it's all
fan.
part of the same system because it is. It's like all scam. Just keep your, and it's all connected.
Shit has hit the fan. And
It's
really, if you don't have a raincoat on right now, if
How
you're
come they're
sitting at
not-
home,
Yeah.
you
How
have
come they're
3
not crying
cans of
about the
food,
wall now? Like, oh my God, he's building a wall. Open borders.
Right?
Let him all in.
oh my
Let him
God,
all
he's
in.
racist. He doesn't want anybody
Couple
in.
months. Only a couple months, and things just.
They want to call him a white supremacist, okay?
We can all
Listen,
see past. We can all
guy.
see through them. You know, that's why it's good to.
I'm
talk
a white
about
guy, okay? I will tell you this from a white guy's perspective, okay? Okay? I don't want some crazy ass Mexican who's gonna sit there and kill a whole bunch of people because he don't give a shit. I don't want some crazy Iranian. I don't want some crazy black dude. I don't want some crazy white guy. I don't want some crazy anybody coming into this country who doesn't love America to do anything, period. I don't give a shit if you're from Asia. I don't give a shit if you're from some South America. I don't give a shit if you're from anywhere. It isn't about race. It is not about race. It is not about race. It's about humanity. Okay? And we're all part of humanity. I don't care if you're white, Asian, black, white. I don't give a shit if you're purple. I don't give a shit. That is not what matters. What matters is that you're part of the human race and we move forward without somebody above us holding a gun to our head saying, hey, you're going to quarantine yourself or we're going to put you in a FEMA camp and you're just going to disappear. And that's what's going to happen. Bet.
It doesn't
Watch my
matter what
video.
race you are.
It does
Definitely
not
does not
fucking matter.
matter. No.
Excuse my language, Dave. I apologize for using the F-bomb. You know, it
I'm
doesn't
just
matter.
listening, Dave. I'm listening.
Okay?
Dave, thank
I
you again,
apologize,
Dave. Hope you're doing well,
But
Dave.
it doesn't matter what race you are.
guys. I have to go now, and I'll try to listen you up.
Rom,
downstairs,
Thank you,
okay?
Rob.
Rams, you have a good
doesn't
one,
matter.
man.
Thank
Be
you.
safe
Thank you
out there
so
in the
much.
Philippines.
Dave, thank you so much, Dave. Thank you so
Peace.
much.
Peace, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you're from. It matters what kind of constitution you have behind yours. I signed a thing that said, you know, whenever I joined up in the Army, it said I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Okay, so that doesn't matter if it's Donald Trump or Nancy Pelosi sitting there putting a front towards you to make you understand something. Whenever I look at it from an outside standpoint, we are literally separate from those people. It doesn't matter if it's you know, the what's his name, you know, Dianne Feinstein, or it doesn't matter
Frankenstein.
That's the one who would say, hey, you better beat some Trump supporters.
I
It
can't
doesn't
stand
matter.
her.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. What matters is that you're a good person and that you observe the golden rule,
Mhm.
and that
Golden
it
rule.
doesn't matter whether you're white, black, you know, yellow, or fucking brown. It doesn't matter. It's all us moving towards the same goal. And the way that they're separating us right now with this COVID is nothing more, even if it is the worst case scenario, and it is the worst disease we've ever seen in our entire lives.
Or so
It
they
doesn't
say.
matter. It
But,
doesn't matter.
No, they manipulate this so much, but we can't let it take away the fact that we're all humans. And you said the golden rule, that's all that matters. And to open up
That's
and
all that
realize
matters. Dude.
that we're being
Yo, I put
controlled
my
right now.
thing in chat for the backstage stuff. I don't know if you got that or not. You need to take my email. Okay. I don't care if you're
Oh,
white,
yeah.
black, brown, or red. You take my email and,
Cool, I
and
got
you
it.
email me. Same thing with you, Dave. This
All right.
might be the last time we talk. You know what I mean? Within the next week, we're going to lock down the whole
You know
United
what?
States.
It's like we take this for granted, and that's very scary to think that we might not be able to communicate just like this.
What if I can't? What if, dude,
They
I've
had
been
that
watching
power
your
just
videos
to like,
for
bam.
2 years. Bamboo.
Yeah.
I have been watching your videos for almost 2 fucking years. Almost 2
Appreciate it,
years.
man. I appreciate it.
Okay?
Just
If
trying
I
to show
can't-
my perspective, you know.
If I can't get a hold of you, or if I can't watch your stuff, or I can't see what's going on in your point of view, then what good are we? Okay?
Yeah.
So
that is
you
true.
all need to have my email, and you need to get a hold of me, because I am a
I got
real
it.
staple
I got it.
in this point of view.
Y'all please don't leave the
Email.
stream or anything. I'm gonna try to pull something
Hey, it's
up
good to
and
talk
show
to
it.
you, man. It's good to talk to you.
For real, man. Like, I've been like, dude, I was watching you whenever you were sitting there out of college. I think you were at college. I don't know for sure.
No,
And you
no,
were
I
just
never really went to college.
Hey,
I'm a little
man,
bit older probably than you think. I went to culinary school, but that was like 15 years ago.
No, this is like two.
Other than
like,
that, I
man,
wasn't
let's-
much of a scholar.
You're just sitting there like aiming up the sky, and you're going, man.
I was
what's going
around
on?
walking around the college, Cal campus.
Yeah. You're
Did
talking
did
about.
y'all hear me?
Probably at the Cal campus when I was just like going around the Cal campus, like showing chemtrails and shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You
Yeah, I
were
never
talking about.
really
with-
went to college so much, but
I found you through Patriot Rise.
Super Dave, we done turned your live into a circus here, didn't we?
It's all right. Look here.
But it's good.
I'm gonna try to show something. Y'all stay here. Don't leave the stream, please.
all right, no problem. I
I
just want
won't
to say
leave.
thank you, Dave. I'm glad to be able to talk to you, and appreciate.
you,
Hope
man.
you're doing
I
well.
wish
Good to
John-
talk to you. Be the
I wish
change and
John
sticking with
Boy
me and everybody.
could get a storm.
John Boy's in the chat.
Get John Boy in
Boy's
here.
in the chat.
Yeah,
He
get
said
John
that
Boy
he's in a
here.
storm in Tennessee.
Yeah, I
Dude,
know it's been
John Boy,
storming
hold
up
tight,
there
man.
when I talked to him today.
Hold
Everybody
strong,
loves
hold
John
strong.
Boy. John Boy, where you at?
I'll be right
Love you,
back,
boy.
guys. I gotta run the bathroom.
He's
Be right
pooping
back.
standing up. Listen. Worst case scenario, you need to learn how to poop standing up. Okay, if you're in public, that might be what Bamboo's doing. You might need to learn how to poop standing up. And that's how a lot of cultures learn how to poop. Listen, I learned how to poop when I was in America. And then I learned how to poop when I was in Iraq. And guess how they pooped? They pooped standing up, bending down. Crazy, right? I mean, seriously. They had like a toilet. Like, I ended up with like athlete's feet. because I would sit there and take a shower. I didn't know in the same room that they were sitting there like taking a dump. Okay, so they're like learn how to dump, right? They're like, oh, what am I gonna poop? I'm gonna poop like this, right? So now I might be face to face with you. But guess what? I'm pooping standing up. That's how easy it is, and that's how like clean you can be. I know it sounds weird as hell, but if you poop standing up, that is one of the cleanest ways that you can make a bowel movement. Bam. John Boy?
All right. All right, I got it pulled up. All right. watch
Richie from
this.
Boston. I was watching him earlier too.
His words, not mine. A point of view.
He's been traveling all over the country too, just to prove that he's not going to get sick.
Typically literate, but what I will say of this virus, I think we're in the middle of a massive experiment.
Did you hear that?
Yes, sir.
What do you think?
I'll be honest with you though. I wouldn't listen to single thing that Neil deGrasse Tyson puts towards your way, because you got to remember he is educated by the establishment. He doesn't know any more than you do if you look deep enough.
What do
If
you
you
think?
look deep enough, he does not know any more than you do.
He said he thinks we're in the middle of a huge experiment.
We are. We are in the middle of like worse than what you could imagine. Okay, this little COVID virus, it is 10 times less than what you think, and at the same time, it is 10 times more. Because if you realize that it's 10 times less, you realize that you are a human sovereign, and that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if you smoke pot. It doesn't matter if you drink beer. It doesn't matter if you're straight clean. It doesn't matter.
Kick him with Ben.
You're all-
Did you hear that?
No, I couldn't hear it.
I said it doesn't matter whether you are clean. It doesn't matter if you're drinking beer. It doesn't matter if you're smoking pot. The same exact thing matters in every single reality. We are all controlled by the same entities that want to polarize you towards whether something is right or wrong. And who is to tell you whether something is right or wrong?
No, when I heard that, I thought you meant that clip you were playing a minute ago.
Yeah.
No, that's what I meant.
You're
need to
right.
take my-
You're right. Be the change, you're right. We have God-given rights, and we can't
Exactly.
stand by and let
You can't take away
we
my
can't stand
God-given
by
right.
and let
Doesn't matter who you are. I don't care if you're the Pope. The Pope can't tell me that my God-given rights are not less than yours.
we do have God-given rights, and the Constitution can't give us that. President can't give us that. The world, United Nations, they can't give us that. We have God-given rights, and they can't take them away.
Can't take them away.
They cannot.
If they take them
I
away,
wanna be- I
they'll
wanna
face the
kick him
judgment
with
sometime.
Ben to
somewhere.
hear that.
You know, they will face judgment. Who knows what it will be, but
They put
There is a
this man
balance.
out here. They put
So, Bamboo,
this for reason.
I will tell you exactly what the payment will be. I will tell you
Yeah.
exactly. I'm only 29 years old. Okay, I'm probably the youngest one out of
I'm
all
only-
you guys.
you are. I'm 35. I look younger, but
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Listen, I've been to Iraq. I spent a year in Iraq. I know what it's
Man.
like whenever you see poverty. I know what real poverty looks like. I know what war looks like. It's shitty. I looked for bombs on the side of the road for a year. Okay,
wow, man.
you can't get much worse than that.
Wow.
And when I say that I know what is coming, I can see literally what is coming, and I don't want that. Like, I wish I was wrong. Okay, I wish I was wrong, but I'm not. What I'm saying is that you're going to need to know how to take care of yourself, get water, get food, push the agenda of your own personal beliefs. And you're not better than anybody else. It doesn't matter if you're Neil deGrasse Tyson
No.
or if you're, me.
He's a tool, by
It doesn't
the way.
matter. He is a tool,
Yeah,
huge
he's a
tool. It doesn't matter if you're him or me. Neither one of us are right. And he's just sitting there pushing an agenda that he was told to push. So, yeah, he's right from his point of view.
Maybe
Guess
one
what?
person is right here and there, but nobody knows at all. And if they say they
Nobody
do,
knows
they're
it.
lying to you.
We have to be together. And you have my email address. You better email
Yeah,
me.
I got it.
Call you.
Man. Yeah. In fact, I'll email
It's-
you in like a couple
at that
minutes.
point, we do not have this time. We don't have the time to sit there and
We take everything
discuss-
for granted. This is a good reality check for everybody. Like,
Kicking with
Yeah,
Ben,
yeah,
he
yeah.
said he thinks we're in the middle of a huge experiment. I mean,
we have,
trusted
oh yeah,
the
this is a
president.
big experiment. This is a dress reversal, folks.
You know,
whether it's
we
real or
trusted
not.
this president. It seems like every president is now part of this world,
It's an
new
agenda.
world order.
Yeah, and it's been
We
in the
have
works
to
for
act
100
like
years. Plus,
Yep, you're right,
over
Bingo.
100 years. Over 100 years.
Over 100 years. It's been thousands of years, but straight up, we have to act like this is, our lifetime, okay? And worst case scenario is we have to act like this is worst case scenario because it is,
What's up,
guys.
Peanuts?
It
Yeah.
is. It
Yeah.
is. You have to act like this is worst case scenario. You have to act like this is the last time that we're going to ever see each other. Okay? We may not have the chance to sit there and bounce ideas off of each other. And Kicking with Men, Super Dave, Bamboo, I'm lucky to be on the same panel as you guys.
I'm
Okay?
lucky too. I'm grateful as hell, man. I really am.
I'm lucky.
What
You know
I-
what I mean? Like,
What I
such-
believe we have to keep an open mind.
For sure.
Every
Yeah, for
president, anyone,
And
we have
stay
to be
humble.
aware. We have to be aware and suspicious of no matter who it is.
You can't believe everything you say, but be open to everything. You can't believe everything they say. Be open to everything. Take every word you can in. Filter it out as best you can with your moral compass. We all have it in us.
Yeah. And then we have
The foundation of that is the
I
golden
have
rule.
to-
It's
I
love,
have to
but-
admit, I've kind of turned
it is
against
our
people.
duty.
I quit listening to certain people that talk about this president and stuff. But now I'm suspicious. I'm really suspicious.
Yeah, you
You
should
have
be
to be.
Dave. You should be Dave. We all have to.
You-
That's that moral compass that's inside you. It's telling you to be suspicious.
every once in a while, Trump says something that resonates with me. Okay. And then he says something that just makes me want to smack him across the face and go, hey, man, look
Yeah.
at the bigger situation. Because it doesn't matter whether you're a Democrat or a Republican. You can see whenever people are hungry. Okay. You can see whenever people, 2 years ago, whenever you're watching some little hungry African kid sitting there with little, like bugs all over his face. He's got flies crawling on his face. And you got that big old white dude with a big old beard. And he's going, hey, man, you need to give your money to this. Okay. I'm not saying that you necessarily don't, but we need to give our money to everybody because that's a big situation. 2 years ago, it was a kid in Africa being hungry and he wanted your help. But now it's going to be a kid in your town.
Give it to
And
somebody you
you're
know.
right.
Yeah, if you want to help out your community first.
Help out you
You know,
first.
Don't branch it out
Doesn't
and don't send some money to some place you can't actually see where that's going to go because
You know,
it's about efficiency. When shit gets crazy even more, it's about being efficient. And it starts from a strong
about
community, strong household,
efficient.
branch out to your neighbors, branch out to community. That's all you can do is help your own.
That's it. That's it. You said it right there,
That's the
Bamboo.
most efficient way to
said
do it
the
too.
number one thing.
Because I pictured
You
this before. It's
said
like
one thing.
whenever you think about doomsday scenarios, what can you really do? What I'm going to try to do is help my parents. They're like a couple miles away from me. Make sure my family's okay. If I know any neighbors that need help, I'll try to help them if I can. But if I can't help
Get your
myself
area.
first, my family, then I'm sorry, I can't help anybody else. You gotta help yourself and your family first. If you can't help yourself first and be ready for this, you're not going to be able to do much help for other people. So everybody, don't take it selfishly. You got to help yourself first.
They try to sit there
Make
and
sure
they
you're
try to
okay.
paint this towards- they try to paint this towards like a selfish, self-demeaning thing where they go, oh, well, this person's selfish, and they think that this person is going towards like a racist. They go, oh, Trump's racist. Well, guess
Yeah,
what?
they get triggered. They get triggered by all this.
They get triggered and they hit the programming. Whenever
Mhm.
they get triggered, they hit the programming that goes throughout
That's
their
what they
body.
see on TV.
throughout
You know, yeah. It takes that energy that we all have us inside of us, and it
I know.
transfers
I know
it
in the
into a
beginning-
false reality. Just for
I
I
this
know
agree.
in the beginning, people said about this president when he said, there are murders and rapists, coming from Mexico and all that. He didn't mean. I mean,
It's
the way I
partially
saw
true.
it, he didn't mean that all of them are racist or murderers
No,
and
No, he
rapists.
didn't. That's how
No.
they took it.
He meant there among the group of people that's coming in. I mean, I could distinguish what he was saying, but now,
Yeah.
like I say, I have to be suspicious, y'all. I mean,
You have to be.
we really have to
Every-
wonder, and we have to wonder what's
Every-
going on.
It doesn't matter what demographic you're in. There's bad people within that. Okay, there's bad white people. There's bad brown people. There is bad.
Every religion too, basically.
Every-
Maybe
it
not the
doesn't matter.
Buddhists so much because they're so
Whether
peaceful.
you're white,
but-
black, brown, Asian, doesn't matter. People within every single race. And that's not because you got to.
Be the change. You there? Kicking with Ben, you there?
No, I'm gone.
I think Be the Change got cut off
I
a little
about
bit.
fell asleep. That's what I meant by
Well, he was
I'm
talking about-
gone.
He was talking about does not matter, and I believe this more and more. Luckily, I grew up in the Bay Area, and now it's not so much a great place to be at right now because our whole mentality out here has been pushed by such an agenda, the far left agenda that has been making most people out here are so triggered about the littlest things, just because Trump did this or that, they want to base their whole life worrying about that rather than our politicians out here doing their job and help fixing our communities first. And so they're busy the last 3-4 years just like trying to take them down. We saw what they did with Russia and Ukraine. It was all basically bullshit. And now I think this is a great reason for them to be putting more
Well,
blame.
Let
on
me
Trump.
say,
They're going to play in any way they can.
look how Adolf Hitler did. Back in the 40s or whenever.
Yeah, and it wasn't just
Adolf
him. He was pushed
No.
by bigger forces
Pulled
too.
all these people in, and these people had no idea what Hitler was doing.
He was being controlled. I mean, he got a big deal, and he was basically propped up there to do that because there's people behind him more powerful that had an agenda. So World War II is very crazy. I'm not saying he's a horrible guy. He's one of the worst ever. Yes, and that was a war worth fighting. But I think just like the Vietnam War, just like Afghanistan, just like Iraq. I mean, a lot of these fighters go out there probably not really realizing what they're fighting for. No, and the real message of what was going on in that war never really filtered down to our mainstream public in the U.S. They teach so many lies.
You're
about
right,
it.
Bamboo. You are right.
They teach
but-
so many lies.
Saddam Hussein, he had to be taken out. But you
Yeah,
are
maybe.
right
Maybe.
when it comes to our soldiers. You're right about that.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, it's just
Saddam-
being open to everything. Though.
Saddam
You're right.
Hussein was supporting terrorism. He had to be taken out.
Yeah.
I truly believe
Okay.
that.
I don't want to get too deep into it, but You know what I mean?
Just
Doesn't matter
like
what you
old
are.
Salami.
Doesn't matter your religion, your color, whatever. We're all gotta be in the middle. Think of just not the left or right. It's everything, but not only just everything. It's straight down the middle, being neutral and being even and equal, and looking at everything down the middle. It's like you can imagine you have a giant axe, and some guy that was like 10 times the size of the earth, and some god or something, and he's bringing out an axe and he's cutting down the middle of the earth. That's the middle of everything. That's the truth. That's filtering out this and that about everything and what our life on this world entails and what is and what the truth is about our humanity and our history on this earth. But that truth drives a wedge as straight down and even, but it goes on forever. So you can keep looking for the full truth, which I think we should all do. But just know we can never know it all. And but it's straight down the middle. And it's staying humble. It's
Yeah,
even.
we'll never know it all.
It's equal, but it goes down the middle. So we just always have to be neutral to everything. But that's also being neutral to everything means you have to listen to everybody's perspective. People you don't even
You're right.
with. People you don't even like, maybe. But every perspective we have to hear. And that's a problem because they program everybody to just be this or that.
Super Dave, this ain't the kind of stream I'm used to seeing you do.
Heck, they teach history. It's just one side. One
You're
side
right.
of history. We're taught in school my whole life.
Kind of like all these conspiracy things,
This whole
science is ever changing, and they want us to believe science. Like, the earth is round and, whatever. Science is ever changing. God never changes. They want to force, into this path for real.
No, it's true. I'll tell you about the science thing. If you want to look at it goes to the top. Our educational system, basically in this whole world, they're gatekeepers in the science community, and they're basically like a team. And they are head of all the universities and institutions around the country and the world. But they maintain certain facts that they stand behind about big things going on in our history. For instance, ancient Egypt or early American societies, things like that, or giants. So they gatekeep a lot of the truth, and they're not really welcoming to like people that scientists and scholars, professors that have ideas that kind of conflict with the mainstream argument that they're putting out there, because there's so much more truth and evidence that will retract a lot of the mainstream arguments that were taught about certain dates in ancient Egypt or how they were built or Easter Island. I mean, it goes on and on and on. I mean, you look at the Mayans and Incas, because there's more evidence showing that what they're saying is not the real truth. I mean, we're being hidden so much is being hidden from us. So it's big. I mean, like Bigfoot or giants. I mean, the Smithsonian, they used to farmers would dig up all over the country. They would dig up big bones, giant bones. And one way or another, they'd be taken away, and the Smithsonian would go confiscate them. A lot of these were on like Native American land too, and they don't talk about the mounds in North America in the East. They like the big serpent mounds that they built. That's our real history too. That just gives a good idea, like what they don't want to tell us. They're gatekeepers. They really are. But staying humble.
I'd pull that video up where I heard another guy saying that we should be believing science, using this as an experiment. It might be the same guy, Neil deGrasse.
Oh yeah, he's a tool though. I'll say this too. Also, the medical community, it's not just about our history, but our medical history and what we're taught is totally misguided. I mean, like if you look at the whole medical system and how they teach doctors and nurses nowadays, it strays so far away from the real natural solutions that we were born and given with on this earth. Strays so far away. I mean, that's really what it is diet and having a good diet. Basically, like what it's come down to.
Yeah,
For real medicine.
Dave,
Fruit, vegetables, herbs, spices, all that. Flowers.
transform our food. You know,
That's
it's
why we're so
amazing
sick.
how GMOs is in our food and stuff.
GMOs.
Genetically
Mm.
modified.
Breaking into fast food. I mean, you look at everywhere I go around, people are miserable, man. They don't look too healthy. Most places I go, it's just in California. And this is a product like that's why everybody's so sick. We're eating this crap. Everybody go, you go to fast food and eat that shit. Yeah, you drink soda all the time. It's not good, man. That shit's bad for you. We got to get back to whole foods. Keep it simple. Eat veggies more. Eat rich vegetables. Maybe
Back
just some
to
chicken
this
here and there.
coronavirus and this national emergency. I'm starting to believe that America is going to run out of food for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
We're going to see the grocery stores running out of food.
But I'm not hating on meat eaters at all. No way. With if ands or buts. If people have to eat meat where they're at, yeah, do what you got to do. If you hunt your meat, that's awesome. That would
You
be
don't eat
probably the
meat?
best way for me to want.
You don't eat meat, Bamboo?
No, I've been a vegetarian for probably like 12 years. Yeah. I love beans. I love
What
lentils. I love vegetables.
Unless you have your own
Beans.
plantation of peaches and apples or whatever you're buying out of the grocery store is genetically modified.
I'm not big on
You're
tofu.
you're not getting the full allowance of vitamins and everything in this genetically modified food.
Yeah, even if you're seriously, you're not, because they strip a lot of that away. It's been so processed. So
lot
it's
of
good to
moves
have supplements. It's good to have supplements, to make sure you're getting your vitamins. It doesn't hurt. But
Right.
I just say keep
John
it
Boy,
balanced. Whatever you do. Is John Boy in the house? He should come up.
yeah, I like John Boy.
John Boy, come up on panel, man. Dude.
I like
been
old John Boy.
If I'm up on Super Days, when's the last time I was up here, man? Come on, get up here, John Boy. Hey,
Bamboo, would you please tell everyone about you being in an elevator, please? Kicking with Ben don't know that story.
Oh yeah, this is like all right. This is the summertime. So I think the last time I go through shifts for my job. I work in the East Bay, I work in North Bay, South Bay, and then San Francisco territory. I'm in California, obviously. So this is when I was last working in San Francisco. It was must have been, I'm thinking it was like last May maybe, sometime around there, May or June. And I'm at this hospital in San Francisco and making a big delivery, and I had to pick up some things. I deliver a bunch of medical equipment and also medical implants, shit that's like worth, like, swear to God, like I have one big load on my if I have to make a big delivery, the shit I deliver is like worth like millions of dollars. That's how crazy our medical system is. It's like pay so much for like just to get a surgery. But so I went into the elevator with the big load going up to the third floor, and then it didn't fully close, and it just went up a little bit, but it just stopped. So I don't know. I tried figuring out what the hell was going on. Tried messing with the buttons. Nothing happened. Finally had to, like 10, 15 minutes later, I was like, after I called somebody, tell them what's going on, I got a call back on the phone that they had, or the speaker. Told them I was okay. I just like it stopped working, It was only me in there. Luckily, it was a big elevator, though. It wasn't a small elevator. It was a pretty big one. So I wasn't, even if you're claustrophobic, you probably would have been okay. I'm kind of the guy, like I can handle those situations pretty well. I don't panic too much, I was not in panic mode. The door was kind of cracked just a little bit, so I had some air. so it wasn't too hot. But I was in there for about like an hour, no, almost 2 hours, like an hour and 55 minutes. I was in there, and they finally got me out, and I was fine. Which just sucked. And I was on Super
I-
Dave's live though. I was able to get
Yeah, I was doing a live
service for a bit.
stream.
So I told, after like calling the bus and everything like that, telling them what's going on, I'm going to be late for all this stuff. I went on YouTube and Super Dave was live, and he helped me get through it because I was talking to him and talking to everybody in chat, and it was a good distraction. But I didn't panic though. I don't really, in that situation, many people might panic and not handle it so well, but I was fine. I was like, all right, I'll just chill out. I didn't have to go to the
pretty good.
bathroom. I wish I had a cigarette or something like that, but it was all right. That
You
happened.
couldn't get John Boy up on the panel.
John Boy, get your ass up here, man.
John Boy's in the middle
John
of
Boy.
a storm, he said.
Get up on panel, talk.
I can't get
He was in
nobody
a
else
storm
up.
when I talked to him earlier today.
I guess be the change.
Tomorrow
Huh?
Ladies' night.
He's
Bamboo,
up there in
you're
Eastern
awesome.
Tennessee.
You're awesome, Super Dave. Thanks for going live, man. How you doing though? How's South Carolina and your neighborhood, your town? What's the vibe around there?
I live deep in the woods. The weather's been nice. Yeah, I've been working lately. I can't go live as much. I figured I'd go late tonight.
Glad you did. But like, what do you see? What are you noticing? Any difference? Just the mood of your town. If you ever go into town and stuff, and considering what's
We're
going
selling.
on.
I'm in the retail business. We're selling out quickly. I see stuff flying off the shelves. Yeah, people are kind of panicking. We have a case now in Lexington County, and we have 2 county schools shut down now in South Carolina. I've been waiting for the opportunity to see any National Guard on the street or military. I hadn't seen anything like that.
They're getting ready for that. This is like a dress rehearsal. Pretty much, I think in a couple of years they're gonna have it all implemented. It's gonna be lockdown kind of mode. And they're
There's
gonna
a lot
play
of channels.
They say
People
this.
believe that,
Oh, sorry.
that maybe money will be digitized and it'll bring the money down. This is their opportunity, to be the new world order. We all watch a lot of YouTube. Of course I do. And I hear, Richie from Boston.
It's my whole life.
You know-
is YouTube, almost. My non-work life, which is most of my life, but yeah, a couple hours a day on YouTube, distraction. Connecting.
I
with good
couldn't live
people.
without YouTube anymore. I love and appreciate this community. We are a loving community. I'm
Me
a
too, man.
God-fearing person. I pray, man. I pray that we all get through this. Whatever. I believe we're gonna be all right. We need to hunker down and just, what is it? What is it the last president said?
Mm,
God, guns, and religion. Something like
true.
that. Of course. Why not? Why not to stick to your beliefs? Stick to God, There's nothing wrong with that.
no
A
way.
lot of people
I think the root of-
say that people believe for no reason and all that. It doesn't make any sense. We're here for a reason. We're here to keep each other strong and help one another when, in time of need.
Yeah, and it's okay if it's your God or another God. That's all a common sense of realization. There is a higher force. However you project them, that's okay with me. As long as you treat everybody with respect and love, the golden rule. I think that's all that matters. I'm open to all religions. It's just not gonna hate on any religion, but we can see in the past, yeah, it's kind of been a division in our history. There's been major wars over it for thousands of years, and people, I don't really care what you believe in. Just be okay with people believing something else, and if it's something that will make conflict, I'm against it. There shouldn't be conflict for what you believe in. There shouldn't.
The God I believe in doesn't make conflict. He wants peace, you know.
Yeah,
And
that's
there will
all so it's
there'll
like
be peace. There'll
one
be
can believe
peace in
that for
heaven.
that, and if you don't agree with it, that's okay. But we all have to recognize that it's bigger than what even we believe. You know, it's bigger than that. And I think I can agree with probably maybe everybody. The golden rule and just love in general, that's the answer. Whoever's projecting that on this universe
Well,
we live
believe
in,
me, God
this
is
world we
love,
live in.
you know.
Yeah,
And
that's, I
that's
think
what
so.
you're right, Bamboo.
And whatever he
He
looks
won't-
like, I don't know. He might be different
Well,
versions.
we made in his image, you know.
And if some people can see it one way or another, that it's okay if they recognize that it's love at the end. You know, we recognize that there is evil forces that are taking all of us down for a reason. It's been
Well,
a big man.
That's man. You follow man and you're going a broad road to destruction. You have to go away from what man is trying to lead you into, you know?
Yeah, compromised man at the top. Compromised man at the top. You know, that's how it goes. It's everybody in chat. It's great to see y'all.
Yeah, Miss Ann Walsworth, thank you for being here. And love Pugs. Thank you,
Hey, Dave, you can do a shout out.
sir.
Do a shout out of the chat, and I'll have a little drums in the background. Yeah.
Information Man Show. Peace to Beer Man. And
Oh, what's up,
chat
Information
room.
Man Show? You gotta check him out.
Come on, kick it with me. Tell us what's going on, man.
Ain't nothing going on. Y'all pretty much got it covered.
Information Man has a great channel. You guys gotta check him out. Everybody in here seems to be good people.
I done messed around and lost my train of thought.
King Stash, Ann, John Boy, Brenda, Victor, Irie.
Come on, John Boy. Okay. B Change must have something else to say.
Uya
Let me
Lopez.
see.
Get up here, John Boy.
Irie, welcome
Come
back,
on,
man.
John Boy. Okay.
Susan.
Oh, big O.
Uya Lopez.
Change. Do you believe in higher authority?
Get John Boy.
Come back.
I believe. I believe. I believe
Oh,
we
big O.
all come together and believe as one. Higher God will through all this. You know, we're gonna be all right. I believe
Hey,
we
Sinner.
all come together and believe as one. Higher God will through all this. You know, we're gonna be all right. I believe we all come together and believe as one. Higher
Someone's
God.
got a mad echo, though, I must say. I don't think it's me. Yeah, it must have been Be the Change. Must have had bad audio connection. Yeah, it must have been Be the Change. Must have had bad audio Sounds connection. Better now.
Hey now. It's not me.
Somebody has their YouTube on.
This is
Their YouTube audio. Make sure that's off.
Well, if I can't get somebody else to come up, Bamboo, if you're exhausted, kicking with Ben.
I'm good, man.
Y'all
It's only 10. It's only not even 11 o'clock here where I'm at.
It's 1 o'clock. here.
Whatever y'all want. kicking again?
I'm good, man. It's only
It's
10.
2 o'clock where Super Dave is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
it's
on.
2 o'clock where
1:54.
Super Dave is.
I know. I'm surprised to see you.
1:54 a.m.
If you're feeling it, you got to cut it out, man. Just let me know. No pressure. Obviously, I'm just glad to be here and say what's up because you don't usually go live. I don't usually catch yours because I'm usually working whenever you're live, man.
I ain't seen you in
I
a
got so
long
many
time,
other-
Bamboo.
Yeah, I've got so
You
many other
used to
things
come
going
into
on,
my
man.
live streams all the time.
I know, man. It's just work has been catching up and got so much other shit. I just cannot keep up with much anymore, you know. But
Let me
definitely
see,
great
try
to
to
be here.
put your link. I try to put y'all's link here in the chat. A lot of people say they grow here on Super Day, man. Anybody don't have Bamboo Soldier, grab him up.
Thank you. I'm
If you
grateful.
don't have Super Dave, grab him up.
Yeah. And kicking with Ben.
Grab the host up. Grab the host up. Give him a thumbs up, please.
I have to admit, Bamboo, I watch every now and then your This Day in History.
Yeah. I'm grateful.
Yeah,
Just simple stuff, man, with my measly skills, editing skills.
you're doing good, man. Hey, that's clean videos.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. It takes a lot of time, man. And sometimes I just have to rush it. So I feel kind of bad. Because I can look back at some of them and like, damn, I kind of rushed that, but I don't have too much time to do it.
Here, I'm gonna put the link in the description. Anybody here don't have Bamboo Soldier,
I appreciate it.
grab his channel up there, please.
Me and
I
Dave, we
wish to
go
wake
way
up,
back. I just
bro.
been a while since I been on one of his streams, and a lot of you people in chat know a little bit, and I don't know. It's about being open to everything and branching out because a lot of things are going on right now. And our best tool is be able to communicate like this, I think, because nobody knows it all. I can keep saying this on and on like a broken record. Nobody knows it all. If they tell you they do, they're lying. And we have to hear all perspectives. We really do. Especially
Yeah, we do.
What's going on? This is so unprecedented, man. I mean, I'm a big sports fan, and all of that is like shut down. That's weird. This is like, that's money in people's pocket, in big man's pocket, that they're losing. The March Madness tournament. You know how much money that total?
March
Women's and men's. That probably. I'm just gonna give an estimate. That probably brings in like $20 billion on both sides. Well, maybe 10 billion.
Hello, B lady.
I don't know, that's the estimate.
Good to see you.
That's money.
Thank you
Vegas.
very much.
Think how much money people in Vegas.
I should have 35 in the chat at one time, but I mean, let's just hope for the best and pray, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I believe everything's gonna be all right. I really do. I mean, I have no reason.
Well, I have to believe in the hope that
We're 43 days behind China.
the
right
vibration.
Do you know that, Bamboo?
You think?
Right now we are 43 days behind China. We're at the point that we have in the next 2 or 3 weeks, we will know what's going to happen. We'll know how bad it's going to be.
I'm open to that. I'm also open to the fact that all the numbers that throw out there, it's pretty much, in my understanding, what I feel, it's impossible to have pretty accurate numbers. They're just guesses, pretty much. And that's one thing I know. So I mean, when they throw out numbers, I'm pretty hesitant to really put much into them, you know, myself. You know, because we just don't know.
My real belief in China, they are fudging the numbers.
Maybe
And-
I think we're fudging too, though. Everybody's fudging, maybe, or maybe the highest cases like Italy and shit like that, that they're telling the truth. Like maybe they're kind of being real, you know. So I know what you mean, Dave. I know what you mean, man. I'm not arguing hard. I'm just like, I don't know what to think. I gotta be in the middle, and that's like considering everything. It's like
It's not in my
kind of
vocabulary
nice.
to argue with anyone. But
Yeah.
I believe, do you know there's channels that put out like satellite views of this red heat covering in China? For real. Incinerators running 24/7.
Yeah, I've seen that.
China could have killed or burnt millions of people. I mean, we really don't know. We're being told
Yeah.
117,000 and numbers like that. I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, exactly. When I'm talking about the numbers, when you're talking about what they're saying about that in China, how the heck is that going to be an accurate number? I mean, at what point is that number actually being okay to be told? There's a lot of things that are going before that are just they're not going to. And even if they want to put it out there as an official number, I mean, they don't know. It's impossible to know all the numbers. So
It's
that's
impossible.
one thing I have to understand. You know, I realize you can give estimates, good estimates. You can give percentages, maybe like how many people you tested that actually maybe died from it out of like maybe 100, if you got a test like that. But then again, doesn't seem to be a standardized test for it. Still trying to figure out what this virus is. I mean, I believe they created it in the lab long ago. It's a variation just of the flu, really. And
2
they're having-
days ago, we was told there was 35 deaths in America. Today, or just yesterday, it went up to 247. I mean, with these tests coming in, you know, of course, the
Yeah.
numbers are going to go up. This is the first time I've had any wine, y'all, since I've
Really?
been monetized.
Really? You have
Yeah.
some water? Hold on 1 second. I'll be right.
Since back in November, and I'm kind of drunk, y'all. I'm ready to go to bed.
Super Dave says I'm ready to go to bed. Lord have mercy.
All right, I'm gonna put the link out there one more time. Thank you, Miss Ann Walsworth, great supporter. Kicking with Ben.
Yes, hey,
What do you
God
think about-
bless.
What do you?
Be careful, y'all
I
take
know
it easy.
I know you support this president. Kicking with Ben. Do you know-
Nice.
I'll move to the side so you can see.
Are you suspicious? Kicking with Ben.
Excuse me?
I know you support this president. We all do. These rallies he has, all this great support. I mean, a lot of these presidents come in and there's an agenda behind this government, even though the president has to fall into it. I mean, do you have any suspicions of this president?
No. Not none whatsoever.
I'm suspicious.
You should be. We should all be. About everything.
Not until I see some evidence or something that makes me feel funny. So far, I'm good with it.
I've always believed question existence, question the existence of God, even, you know, question everything. So I
Yes.
have to be suspicious. You know, I have to be suspicious.
I'll say this. I don't think Trump had anything to do with this whole thing. And people might think that. But no, this is bigger than him. this whole new sense of outbreak around the world with this virus. That's not, he had nothing to do with that. I know that for
No.
sure. This
No.
is bigger than him. So if people want to hold that against him, they gotta wake the hell up because it's way bigger than that. He had no president has that kind of clout. No, this has been in the works for a while. No matter who was in line to take the next president, you know.
Yeah, but we've heard that he was going to stop chemtrails.
I mean, maybe I heard that once, but I never looked into that much. I knew that was just words. It's bigger
I know,
than
I
that.
heard it.
Hmm.
Why hasn't he stopped chemtrails?
He has no power to do it.
He ain't got no power.
I mean, there might be some people that think the president is at the top of the power chain. No way. He's probably like a little more than 3/4 of the way there, you know. So it's big there, you know. That's the top of the bottom. The top is people that are ruling. President might be around here, you know.
So
He has no power.
what you're saying, the only president is John F. Kennedy is the only president that tried to stop the New World Order. From there on, any president is worried about his own life and administration.
I would think so.
You know, that's the way it sounds to me.
No, Trump's fighting against the New World Order.
He knows that too, and I can sense a fear in him sometimes, you know. I can almost feel like almost what he's thinking, like the fact that like a lot of people want him down, like they're gonna, I mean, dare I say the A word? I don't want to say that, but I've thought that before. Like you gotta think like he might be thinking about that a little bit. People want to take him out. It's pretty obvious.
I know what you're talking about.
Explain it with Ben.
I can't. I don't want to say it on your.
The A word.
I'm gonna put it this way. Take him out. The A
Yeah.
word. Take him out.
Exactly.
Right. The New World Order would take him out.
They're
You know,
they're desperate.
they're going to hold these courts
People wanting to take
No.
him out.
in these United Nations courts against any president or somebody that goes against the New World Order.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it maybe
That's why they want to take him out.
he's still a part of the whole big picture in terms of that New World Order, but there is a division on that, and there's a majority of that New World Order that has been kind of butthurt that he got president, you know, and so they're gonna make him pay for it, make him look bad as much as they can, but it's still all connected, you know. He's still in there, but there's a force within that. It's almost like a civil war in a sense, you know, with who's controlling this world. They decided to turn on him because it wasn't Hillary that got, you know, because she was more favored pretty much. If we look back a few years back, that election, but he's still a part of it. They're just they don't want him to be that guy, and they're butthurt now. More than butthurt. Sorry, that word. Not the good word to use, but frustrated, and they can't take it.
I put a video out today. What is he trying to tell us? He said there was a storm, you know, in the making.
Yeah, I felt it for a while. I
I
project.
tried to say a little bit about that earlier. I don't know what happened.
Sorry, go ahead, Ben.
See, you know, I know earlier today, 6 states has activated the National Guard over the coronavirus. But that ain't all there is to it. But there's a lot of high-level arrests that's about to be taking place. They're using the coronavirus to set the stage up for that. Hillary Clinton's supposed to testify in front of Judicial Watch Monday. She's involved in that.
Anybody don't know Hillary Clinton's a damn crook.
She's a devil. Billary, both of them. It's Billary. They're an evil team. They are.
The
And they-
storm is these high level arrests that's supposed to take place.
I believe they sold us out, to China. And this is some way, like in the Paradise Fires in California, things like that. I believe China
all
owns
connected.
California.
It's all.
I
connected.
really do. And I remember a couple years ago, I was watching YouTube videos saying in Alabama, China was moving in. I mean, we don't know what's going on.
They're buying land all over the place. Africa, parts of America. I mean,
China will
that's
rule
the
the
beast of our
world.
world now the chaos is going to.
No, Trump's shutting China down.
This is a rehearsal. It's going to get bigger every year. And this virus, they're going to rebrand it again. Whether or not they're going to call it the same thing, COVID, Corona, COVID-19, whatever next comes, it's going to be rebranded and they're going to clamp down even more. So I think only a couple of years, 3 years, maybe more, maybe at the most. That's all we got until it's all fully locked down. But this is the first real dress rehearsal, I believe.
Yeah.
They're gonna gauge it out, see what they did right, see what they did wrong.
If
I mean,
this is
It's still gonna play out for
if
at
this
least.
is really an experiment, to see how we react and the things we do. And I mean, they're really finding, out a lot of information because they see how we react.
Exactly. I was just gonna say like that they're gonna gauge what they did right, what they did wrong. I mean, I just said that it's not over yet. It's just beginning, really. I think they're gonna play this
I hear
out
a
for
lot
at
of
least a month.
say
At least a month.
They're sitting back and laughing at us,
Mhm.
like look at these damn people, they're running around like a bunch of damn fools.
Some of them were laughing, but they got a lot of them figuring out and manipulating this right now as we speak. And they got monitors, they got communications with most of these big countries and nations, so it's all connected at some point.
They can hear us talking right now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But
the
is it-
NSA, they got everything
It's a
from
big problem.
Facebook all the way to YouTube. I mean, anything you put in your phone, anything, they got
Ready
it.
for it. They're getting us ready. I mean, look back at 9/11. That was a big thing. And they shut down all air travel and they shut down basically all sporting events. That was a big thing and lasted for like a couple of days. But this is like another stage and they're amping it up even
Yeah,
more.
this is way different now.
Getting us ready though. And we're all like buying into it. You're like, okay. And what are they gonna do next time? It's gonna be even more.
What I don't get is big business. Big business invest all these millions and billions of dollars,
Yep.
like Verizon, AT&T. They need us. They need our money. How are they going to stand back and allow the world government to penetrate their very dollar,
Mm-hmm. And our government is going to be bailing out these big corporations too. That's the shitty side of it that they're going to distract us from too. Yeah, and they're going to get all this money from the feds, every state, municipalities, apparently, because they declare emergency. And that money is not going to go to where it needs to go. It's a big sham, but everybody's going to be hyped up. So next time they roll this around,
like 5G, they need our money.
keep in mind,
You're
this is
right.
going to
The
go on for at least a
Selling
month.
out everything. Bamboo, you're right.
They bail them out every time, and they're going to bail them out again. I mean, corporate welfare is so rampant, man. It makes me sick. That's our money going to this bullshit. We're funding this whole agenda right now, you know? We are funding it.
I don't know who this is.
I'm not sure either, but John Boy, man, you're in the chat. You should come up on panel, man. Come on.
Hey, if
Well-
you be in the chat, you can be on the panel.
Would the new guest
That's
like to
right.
speak?
Listen to Ben.
Hello? Can anybody hear me?
Ula or
Yeah.
Ula?
Yes.
See?
I don't
Hey, what's
know.
up, Ula?
I don't know if you I don't know if you can see me, but I've been trying to message you guys there and I wasn't getting any attention. You can even go back and read
in the
my
private chat?
messages. But I've been trying to say this is an important video to watch, and I think Kicking with Ben can do the video because I guess you're very quick with your hands in Super Day 44. There's this video that you need to go to. It's on it's called NTD News. It's about a woman that she's been in the hospital. She's been seeing people being cremated alive. They're not dead, they're alive. And I've been trying to get your attention, and only one girl from your chat site, Susan Ann. Only Susan Ann was giving me attention, and she went to the video, I believe.
What's the name
But
of
then-
the video?
NGD.
NTD
Okay, I got that.
woman, patient, woman. Either you could do NTD cremation, woman, coronavirus cremation, but it's on NTD News.
All right. I got it.
NGD news.
Let me see if I can screen share it. All Super Dave has to do is just allow me to screen share it. But
Yeah. I couldn't believe that I did this because I'm not good with technology. I'm very horrible at it, but I actually figured out a way. I was like going wild. I was going crazy.
just tell me if it's okay with Super Dave.
Well, I can't see the chat.
I know I can't even see
I got
myself. Like I'm really bad with tech.
She said NGD, right?
Oh, there it goes. All right. So I guess it's okay for me to play it then, Super Dave?
Yeah, go ahead.
Social media video, a woman describes her
That's the one.
All right, hold on. Let me go to the beginning.
That
I might
was.
skip. So,
video. A woman
Yeah,
describes her
did.
terrifying experience inside a Chinese hospital. She says she witnessed critically ill coronavirus patients being sent away for cremation while they're still alive. NTD's Juliet Song has more.
sorry, I might
The
skip.
Listen.
Wuhan hospital is sending
Listen.
coronavirus patients for cremation while they're still alive. That's according to a woman in a video that's circulating on social media. Speaking in a
They're trying to slow it down. I'm
Wuhan
sorry.
dialect, the woman
That's
described
messed
how she
up, man.
witnessed the patient next door being sealed up in body bags. This video could not be independently verified.
What country is that?
China.
China.
Yeah, China.
I heard some bad stuff like that about China. Lord have mercy.
She goes on to say the man was wrapped in 4 body bags and then put into a box-like device. The man was in his 70s and critically ill. He was in room number 18, the ward next door to her.
They're just gonna take him
The
out.
woman
then?
says she witnessed several cases. She says another old
Sorry, it's
man in
skipping.
the hospital was also cremated before he passed away. After the patients are sent away in the box-like device, the woman says Doctors then tell the patient's relatives that their loved ones have passed away. She didn't clarify what the box-like device is.
Oh man. Wow, that's crazy.
Reporting by
That's crazy.
Yeah. Can you see me or no?
No.
I had a question.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
You
sound great.
China did this ethnic cleansing. I knew that. I've said it on Awake's channel.
Yeah, I heard that before too.
Burning people alive. This ethnic cleanse. America. If America doesn't result to anything like that, this coronavirus will be 10 times worse.
Wow.
It's a big test, and this is the first round.
Where did I guess
many
go?
more rounds to go. They're just trying to feel out the nuts and bolts and tune it out a little bit. They're gonna ramp it down, end of May. End of May, they're gonna ramp it down. Get ready for summer. They can regroup. They can go to their big vacation spots in the islands, some beaches, whatever, in the mountains. Some magnificent place or palace they have, and they're congregating, and they'll figure out.
I've also heard a lot of,
and we're gonna start a little bit earlier.
Going underground.
That's how they're doing it.
Do you know New Zealand is one of the places in the world where they have these underground bunkers for the elite?
I think I knew about that a little bit, and I know
New Zealand.
Right now, those elite are practicing the same scenarios. A lot of big, high-profile people you probably won't be hearing about too much the last couple of weeks or in the future, because they're kind of testing things out. Politicians too, big corporation guys. Bill Gates, depopulation agent. He has a bunker for sure. He's a part of that big club. There's bunkers for them all over the world. New Zealand, I haven't heard so much about, but yeah.
There's bunkers right here in the United States.
Yeah, all over the United States. Cave systems galore, man. And, we can go from Colorado to Missouri to California. I mean, it's all over, everywhere. Pennsylvania.
Wake Up is in the chat. I've been going on her live streams the last
Wake up.
few nights.
Come up on panel. Come say what's up.
In the chat.
This is the first time I've been
Coming
on Super
up.
Days in like a long time.
I've been on the Wake panel before.
The numbers
Boy.
I heard.
Get your ass
Do
up
you
there.
know the numbers I heard were 7,700 breathing, respiratory breathing, life support systems in America, in all hospitals. Say we had 100,000 with a coronavirus that needs life support. Our hospitals cannot support all that.
I know ours
No.
can't.
No, we don't have the capacity to do that. They can be maxed out easily. And I think most of them are already almost maxed out. Hey,
Wait.
Hey,
guys.
What's up?
Hello, Wait.
Hey, I wore my protective gear.
It's all right. I don't think we're infected. But
What's up out west?
I'm out east.
Oh, I'm west. I'm out west.
I kick in with
Right
Ben
here too, ain't
Bamboo and Super Dave. We
Thank
lost.
you, Wake Up.
There you are.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
How's it going? How's it going with everybody?
Great.
Wonderful.
What
Oh, no,
is the latest information you have on this virus, Miss Awake?
yeah, let's hear your
Oh, ah.
recent perspective up to the minute. What you feel?
Oh, it doesn't get any better, guys. It doesn't get any better. I don't know if you guys had discussed it or not, but a couple things I can share with you. I was going to go live again. I thought, nah, maybe not. I can share this with you here instead. How about that?
That's great.
Thank you.
That's cool. Okay,
I missed your
Dave.
last live. Yeah.
As we all know, you've been on top of this from the beginning. And yesterday, last night,
Seems
I
so.
remember saying 7,700 life support systems, and you said maybe the number's a little higher. But for real, you do. You have the latest information, and we'd like to hear it.
No, you do great, and we all appreciate that. I know what Dave was trying to say. Like, you keep it up, and I'll shut up.
I try, but I sometimes make mistakes. So, in that respect, I want to clarify.
All right, no, nobody's perfect.
There are 5,229 ICUs, intensive care units, in the United States. I thought it was 7,700. It's actually 5,229, according to the American Hospital Association 2015 survey. The United States had 4,862 acute care hospitals. As it stands right now, according to this survey or whatever on Google, there is 5,229 intensive care units in the United States. So my number was a little high. I thought 7,700. I was a little high. My bad. You still there?
Right numbers.
Well, it's still not enough. Whether it's 5,000 or 700, it's still not enough. The way this thing's spreading, and what I'm doing here is I'm doing a screen share with you, if you can see it. Oh, Dave, you gotta wait till Dave. When Super Dave comes back, he'll have to click it.
Yeah. But
You can probably StreamYard sometimes does that. It'll dump you out of your own live stream. It's done to me too.
Yeah, definitely. I know about that.
So the mad rush for toilet paper continues in every sector. It's crazy.
Hopefully these people know, like, the only reason you need toilet paper is because you have food. So hopefully they have food before they buy toilet paper.
One would think you would want food before you would want toilet paper, but what do I know? So, Dave, you're back.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome back, Mr. Dave. Very good.
Did you hear my correction on the intensive care units in the U.S.?
Yes, ma'am. We know there's a lot of hallways, corridors, also set up.
Right.
For life support, according, I don't doubt your research.
I'll be right back.
In ICU, but there are back rooms in hospitals also that are set up.
Oh yeah, they could turn other rooms into intensive care if necessary. Absolutely.
If we, a major outbreak, though, say 100,000, 200,000, 1 million, to overcome this virus, we are being told that you have to be on life support. And if the numbers become overwhelming, we just don't have the system, to support it. In a way, I don't understand that under Obamacare, all these agencies, these more hospitals are supposed to be set up, and they're just not doing that. They're not prepared.
No. And they should have been for this. This should be like standard protocol if you're in the hospital business, as far as I'm concerned. I have a screen share if you want to check it. It's in the green room, Super Dave. It's from The Hill.
Yes, ma'am. I'll go ahead and share that. I'm glad to. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. And this is from the Hill, and it says the National Guard is activated in 6 states to help fight the coronavirus. That's right, guys. You know how these states declared state of emergency, which gave the governors of those states the power to enact the National Guard in their particular state. Well, 6 states are going to be using these 400 National Guard personnel have been activated in 6 states to help curtail the spread of coronavirus, with another 600 expected to join them within the next 24 hours, the National Guard Bureau announced on Friday. As of this morning, 400 Air and Army National Guard professionals in 6 states, Florida, Iowa, Louisiana, New York, Rhode Island, and Washington, are providing personnel in support of civil authority at the direction of their governors in response to COVID-19, the National Guard said. As other states are requested to support civil authorities, those numbers will change rapidly. By the end of the day, we expect the number to approach 1,000, the statement read. This is on Friday, guys. Last Friday.
Yes, ma'am.
So
We know we know the media is making this more of a panic. What do you say about that? I mean, is this really a hoax? You watch the media, it's the end of the world.
Well, if you're asking my opinion, people will say, well, this is nothing more than the flu. I'm sure you've heard that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, the Spanish flu was nothing more than a flu, and it took out 1/3 of the world's population, and it was just the flu. So don't underestimate a virus to not take out a lot of people. It actually could, and it has in the past. Pandemics have happened. We just don't remember one in our lifetime. So this seems very foreign and unusual to us. That's why it's easy to dismiss it, and it's easy to call it a hoax, only because we don't recall it ever happening in our lifetime. So it's really easy to say, oh, that's a hoax, or that's fake. I don't really think it is fake. I really don't. Why would they spend that kind of money, that much manpower, and why would they shut down world economies and bankrupt themselves to push this? I don't get it. I can't wrap my head around this being fake.
It's kind of strange. We hear about Italy, and whatever other countries. We're not seeing we're not seeing pictures. We're not seeing hospital beds. There's an underlying problem. We're just not seeing the full scope, even though we're being told all this is happening. I mean, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'd like to do an interview with somebody who's laying in their bed suffering, just so I could prove it to the folks. You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
I think that would work if we could have, like, I mean, if you're sick and you're dying, you probably don't want to do an interview, but if they did some FaceTime and showed the world what it was like to be suffering from this virus, that would bring it a little more reality based for us. Right now, it's just a bunch of numbers, a bunch of maps, and a bunch of reaction. And being realist, you want to see what's going on, like literally what's going on. I've seen some footage from China of people dropping in the streets, people being pushed into their homes and welded into their homes, and the incinerators and the morgues. China put out a lot of information when it first started, and now they've gone media silent. But we don't have any footage from the United States. We don't have any footage from Italy. We have footage of like those testing centers, where they're testing people for it, but we don't have any eyes on or footage of people who are actually suffering from it. Maybe that would give it.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Where is all this media coverage of firsthand, coronavirus wiping everything? I mean, where is it? The media is not doing its job, or they're scamming us. I believe it's happening. I really believe it is. They have convinced me. But where is the first-hand footage of all these hospital beds and people suffering? There's something missing. There's a piece of the puzzle here that we're falling for something here. We're believing it. I believe there's a piece of the puzzle somewhere is missing, and we're not putting it together,
It's a general statement, and it makes sense a lot to me when I understand what John Boy is just saying. They are doing this to install the new world order. Yes, they are. It's this agenda, and this is the rehearsal. I can't say it enough, but this is a rehearsal, and they are implementing everything they want to do eventually. But they're just going to test it out, and it's going to happen for at least a month, at least. But it's going to ramp up next year and the year after that, and we only have a few more years, I think, before it's fully in there. And this is encompassing everything we're facing right now. They're manipulating all the numbers. They're going to manipulate the fear porn on the mass media. They are going to take advantage of all of that they possibly can to put a wedge between them and us as the people. And martial law is part of the agenda too. Eventually, that's what they want, is martial law everywhere. We all know the one world currency, and they're implementing all this other stuff, 5G stuff. But this is a rehearsal. It's happening. It's gonna happen. It's numbers they put out there you cannot trust, because nobody can verify any of it. And
amen.
They can't. It's impossible.
Well, I don't know. Like this one lady here, Denise Keynes in chat said there's 2 nurses in 2 states that are very good friends of hers that know it's real. The media not allowed because of patient. There's a law. I think it's called HIPAA law. I'm pretty sure it's
yes, ma'am. HIPAA law that allows certain privacy rights. You're right.
Right.
I understand. But the way the media is, on the ground footage, we're not seeing anything.
That's true.
I'm not saying I doubt the coronavirus exists. I believe it does.
Me too.
But there's something missing, and we're just not fully being explained to or told what's really going on.
Yeah, and in that sense, it's so corrupted. It's hard to even find the real truth, no matter where you look. So it's easy, so you can basically assume what we're being here. It's not the full truth, because nobody really knows, because it's a corrupted system. The information is going to be so corrupted. You're going to get dribs and drabs of truth and lies here and there. How we scramble that, put it together, I don't know, but it's important to know that there is something going on. We got to be ready. So,
well, I would like to do a video, and maybe I'm not a big enough channel, but maybe put a video out there and ask everybody to share it. Anybody who has family members that have or are currently suffering from the COVID-19 virus, if you would please consent to giving us some footage for proof. Please, email me or whatever the case may be, because I know this sounds gory, and I don't mean it in a gory way, but I would like to see some real proof of people that are in the ICU bed with that diagnosis. And hearing it from the media or hearing it from a nurse is one thing, but actually seeing the patient reach out to tell people, that would definitely end this argument right there. You know what I mean?
I would agree. Yeah, let's see some real cases. Let's see some video footage. Yeah.
Well, because of that HIPAA law or whatever it's called, you can't you can't show a sick patient in the hospital. It's against HIPAA law. You can't give out patient information, et cetera, et cetera. But now if a patient agrees to it and says, hey, I'm going to violate my own HIPAA rules and tells their son, their daughter, their cousin, videotape this. I want the world to see. That would do it.
Yeah, that'd be powerful.
It would at least give it some credence to the fact that this is just not some hoax being played on the whole world.
No, that's
Which I don't really think. I don't think it is a hoax being played on the whole world. There's no way that I can wrap my head around that all world governments from all sectors of this globe got together and said, hey, let's pull a fast one on all the people.
Or maybe just some factions of them. Not all of them have to be actually agreed on the same thing. So, like, there might be some that have influence over a certain country.
Mhm.
Maybe the ruler of that country might not agree with it, but he has such an influence over him. He has no really other option other than to just let it happen. And
Okay,
I
someone
just
said,
think we're left.
so
I
that's-
think we're left in a little bit of confusion.
there's a lot of confusion.
You know, exactly. We're not being told exactly 100%, and it leaves us in a state of confusion. We don't know what's going on. 100%.
Confusion is one of their biggest tools.
The American people, we should know. We knew more about the Iraq war than we know about this coronavirus.
Apparently, yeah.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
But what we were told about the Iraq war still is.
I don't mean to laugh.
And
It's just the way Super Dave said that.
So, mainstream stuff, they're not going to tell you the truth, really, especially a big thing like this. You know, same with Iraq. Built on.
well, somebody by the name of Wild Style in chat here said, just go on YouTube and search it. There are heaps of channels with real people crying in distress in Italy. So maybe in other countries where they don't have the same laws and rules, maybe they do put it out there. I just haven't searched it out. I didn't think about that. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, heck, if anybody can find something really worth watching, I can't lie. I haven't been spending all my time trying to find like legit stuff about this. But I would love to see, you know, some legitimacy that maybe might make me more believe what's going on the ground and the places they're saying it's going down. So,
I don't hear anybody telling me I'm wrong about the points I'm trying to make here.
I don't think you're wrong, man, Dave. I think nobody's wrong because I think they're hiding the answers from us, and all we can do is just express ourselves the best we can. And that's
Yeah,
not-
I don't think it's a hoax either. I think like what Dave's saying, we need.
I think
a
some
complete
parts of it
picture.
are hoax. They can be hoaxable. I mean, it could still be not all a hoax, but partially a hoax, I think.
Hoax kind of gives the it's like an innuendo of fake, and I don't think it's fake at all. I don't think it's a hoax.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think that they told us how it really started. I think that can be hoaxed. I don't think we'll ever find the truth of that, like how this first started in China, some bat soup or something like that. Okay.
Actually, there's a bio level 4 lab in Wuhan, China that was messing with smallpox, Ebola, AIDS, Corona, SARS.
Let me put this out here. I heard that China had passed a law that everyone to be inoculated.
So, I mean, I don't
Can
know.
y'all hear me?
Yes.
I heard.
Yeah, I heard you.
I'm repeating what I hear. That China, we need to research it, had passed a law that everyone is supposed to be vaccinated, inoculated, whatever, by December the 1st of 2019. And these people got vaccinated. And when they started the 5G, I mean, there's a lot of hoaxes and beliefs out there, conspiracy theorists or whatever. The 5G kicked up, and with this vaccination, it started this thing in China that is mainly a Chinese disease instead of really spreading in America and the rest of the world like it's spreading. is why maybe it took out millions of people that we don't even know of in China.
Yeah, this is true. I mean, they can brand it one way or another. If you look at the whole history of how we, at least in our world, in this country, United States of America, and our whole society, how we have been branding and looking at viruses in history and even in present day, or just looking back like 10, 15 years ago, swine flu, Zika, dengue. I mean, it goes on and on. But these viruses are well known. They're just different variations of them, from what I understand, and they can often just brand. They can rebrand a virus or a sickness with another name, and they use it because they're ever evolving. You know, they have these viruses in labs all over certain places, like secret labs in the U.S., etc. Other places, little country that, you know, but so they're already on top of this stuff. There's companies that are on top of this. They're just trying to play it out and see how it plays out. You know, this is a little test or a big test.
Wake up. Do you have any more information you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, a little bit. It's never good, Dave.
Let's hear
It's
it.
never good.
I hate to keep going around in circles.
I'm
I
sorry
watch
to
a lot.
Hopefully,
I watch a lot of
contribute
channels.
some-
I listen to a lot of news networks. I mean, I listen to Rush Limbaugh and Glenn Beck, and they've been covering this. As I said, we're now 43 days behind China. Yeah. So in the next couple weeks, we're going to know what this thing is going to start to become in America.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep. Sorry to
Okay,
interrupt. How's Rush Limbaugh doing, by the way?
I listen to a lot of stuff. It's not just them.
No, I mean, I know he had
I
the
watch
lung cancer, but Rush Limbaugh's still doing all right.
from Richie to Boston to Mr. MBB3, Sky Videos. I mean, you name it, anything out there, motorcycle crashes to cooking channels. When I get a chance, I'm watching any and everything I can watch. There's a lot of good information and there's a lot of bad information.
All right. Sorry. Wake Up has something to say, I think. I'll be quiet.
Yeah, she's fixing to share the screen.
I speak too much. Sorry, guys.
No, you're fine, Bamboo.
I'm guilty of feeding into a lot of conspiracies. You know, I don't really want to be, but there's some things that make sense a lot of times.
Well, I'm not going to give you any conspiracies, guys. I'm just going to give you the facts as they're printed. The fact that I just showed you the National Guard is going to be going into 6 states, that's a fact. This thing here, it should be showing up on your screen pretty soon. This is Walmart to reduce hours in 24 locations due to the coronavirus. Walmart will reduce the store hours to their 24-hour locations starting this Sunday amid concerns over the coronavirus, the company announced Saturday evening. Starting Sunday, March 15th, Walmart stores and neighborhood markets will be open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., et cetera, et cetera. So, you know, this is a real story. This is not fake. Okay. Walmart's cutting back on their hours. In addition to that, I do believe I read that
Crazy.
Taco Bells will no longer have a indoor eating area. It'll be drive-through only. So it's
Standard nationwide Taco Bell.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Wow.
Because I believe we were told to keep what's called social distancing, meaning don't be too close to somebody's space. Like I forget if it's
6 feet away.
Yeah, 6 feet away, and I don't know how that's even possible.
6 feet.
Yeah.
You know, a cough can travel like 18 feet. The
I
germ.
don't.
So I don't know.
Well, I know a virus and a germ can live on a surface for many days. So there's that.
48 hours probably. Yeah.
But the stuff that I present are things that I can prove. Can I prove that Walmart stores, some of them are closing and not going 24 hours a day? I could prove that. Can I prove that many Taco Bells are not going to have an eat-in area? Yes, I can. Did I just show you the proof that the National Guard in 6 different states are going to be deployed? Yes, they will. These are things that we know to be fact.
Yeah, it's good to have that foundation of that fact.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. We have to build it from something. I mean, there's only so many things. But above that surface of that foundation, there's that false reality that they're pushing on us. We just don't know, numbers wise and stuff. But everything you said, I totally believe is fact. You know, we can back it up.
Well, that's what my channel does. That's what my channel does. I focus on.
That's great, you know, because you give us people that express and get some grounding somewhere, you know.
Well, like when the wildfires, remember the wildfires in California, my channel concentrated on helping people in the wildfire areas of California. So I stayed on task.
Yeah, appreciate that.
And then once the wildfire stuff stopped, and now we had this virus, this global virus going on, I feel like I have to stay on task. And I hope that it's just something that passes quickly and there isn't a lot of people that will suffer or be harmed or possibly die from it. But as long as I can get the information out there for the people that I know the information is factual and they can take that information and they can use discernment and sort it out in their heads. You know, you have to sift through the information no matter where you get the information.
Yeah.
Whether it be me or
believe.
The numbers I repeat, I hear in national media commentaries, just like last night awake. 35 deaths is what I heard last night in America. Now I hear today 247 deaths. Is that because the tests are arriving now? You know, the test kits. What is the latest number you have heard on the deaths in America?
Let me pull it up for you under John Hopkins. Well, first off, when they first came out with the first test kit, it was faulty. So they were giving out false negative, meaning people were saying, oh, you're negative, you can go home. They found out the test was no good, so they had to make a new test. So the new test was released this past week, and it's finally getting out to different areas of the country. So I'm looking for the map here. Just give me 1 second. It has to upload. Now, this is the only resource center that I can find with the most accurate information, but it only counts people who've been tested and have a confirmed positive test. It doesn't mean it's everybody. It's just people who got the test and it showed positive. So with that being said, I'll do a screen share real quick.
Yes,
It
ma'am.
might be easier.
Maybe I should break my tablet and my pen out when I start hearing these numbers. I'm relying on my memory.
Yeah, you should, man. You should.
And I've been pretty close to your numbers awake. You know, when I said 700, you know, life support systems. I'm not too far off. These people I'm hearing, you know, they could be going on like back room life support systems, like the elderly folks, nursing homes. You know, there could be other numbers out there that we don't really know about.
That's
Right,
true.
or people who died at home.
I'm so glad we can bounce these numbers off of each other. And I'm so glad some people do their research here and there, every one of you here, and we can just talk about it because not everybody has the time to like look into it one way or another, you know. We get it in our mind one way or another in a different sense, you know, because we're all living a different life here and there. And and we have a different perspective. But I'm just so grateful I can hear everybody here. Like I wake up, thank you for doing so much research. I really appreciate that, and like Dave, thank you for having us on here. Ben, man, it's good to talk to you all the time. Everybody in chat, appreciate it.
I've had all you guys in my channel all the time.
Nobody feel like everyone has to say, but it's like we just realize sacrifice your prejudged mind that you had and just open it up to everything else. Try to come together in the middle.
Right. It's all about knowledge and awareness. That definitely helps. So this map here, I'll explain it really quickly.
All right.
This is a map that's put out by Johns Hopkins University of Medicine. It's the Coronavirus Research Center. On this side, where my mouse is, it shows the country and the amount of positive cases. It has China at 80,995. Italy confirmed cases 21,157. Iran confirmed cases at 12,729. Let me scroll down here just a little bit. South Korea, 8,000. Spain, 6,391. Germany, 4,500. France, 4,400. There's the United States. It has the United States at 2,952 cases, which I have to take a picture of because I do that every single night, because every single night the number grows. And this didn't look like this a few nights ago. That's the United States.
What is the total number of deaths they talking about here in America?
Over here would be your deaths. They're saying 40 deaths in the state of Washington. You see where my mouse is?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 40 deaths in Washington, 5 deaths in California, 3 deaths in Florida, 2 deaths in New York, 1 death in Colorado, 1 death in Georgia, 1 death in Kansas, 1 death in Louisiana, 1 death in New Jersey, 1 death in South Dakota, 1 death in Virginia.
Yeah.
Which is a total of deaths, cumulative, 57 so far.
I think that's hard to believe, some of those numbers. But I guess that's kind of the thing you got to gauge it on. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I'm only giving you the information I can find. I will drop a link in your YouTube channel, Dave. This way, if people want to look at the map and sort it out for themselves, they can.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for sharing.
Oh, you're more than welcome. And there's the coronavirus map. It takes a minute to load, and it does change. So if you look at the map, you have to remember to either hit the refresh button because the numbers change as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's concerning.
What's pretty concerning, or kind of like, wow, that's the more travel restrictions they have, like the UK one they just put out there. That's pretty crazy. I mean, we're like locking down things. They're locking down stuff. This is a big test.
I think it's going to get a lot worse.
It's a big test. This is just the first stage. Next year it's going to be next stage, and the year after that might be final stage.
Well,
that's how much time we have realistically. About 3 years, I think.
All I can say is we don't really know what's in our future, except that you should definitely have a plan for your own safety and security. You should have an emergency plan, if you will. You should have food. You should have water. You should have medicine, especially if it's, like life-sustaining medicine that you have to have. You should have a backup supply of stuff in case there's an emergency, whether it be an earthquake emergency, a virus emergency, whatever the case may be. You should have a plan of things, in your home, so that if things go south, you have a backup plan. To me, that seems very common sense, you know?
Totally. Yeah. Some people are realizing now, maybe they acted too late. They go in the stores and there's nothing there. Some places I hear. You know,
It just
Yeah. What
I
happened to
don't
Dave?
want
Did
to
we
say I
lose
told
Dave?
you so, but shit, man, I've been talking about shit like this for a long time. I think a lot of us have. And I think a lot of us have
Mhm.
talked to people that just won't wake up too much and they don't realize what the hell is going on. They've been buying into that mainstream brainwashing. They watch on TV, and man, sorry. Maybe it takes a little something like this to get people woken up a little bit, but I mean, I think it's for the worst because it's so manipulated. It's gonna bring out the worst in a lot of people that might have that in them to be better people and look at the big picture. But
this
they're gonna
comment
be
here.
and they're gonna go straight for what they need, and they're gonna become ruthless, and they're gonna become mean people.
This comment here, I can kind of see inside. We look at the Constitution. We look at our rights, our God-given rights, our governmental rights. I mean, how can they do this to us and we just stand by and take it? I mean, this isn't going to go over well. I mean, if this is a world scam to take a lot of people out, like Bamboo, I'm kind of seeing between the lines, you know, what he's saying. We're not going to stand by and take it.
Oh man, we'll go down standing up. You know, who knows what the final force will be? But this is the beginning. It'll be in the
We surround them. We outnumber them. I don't care who they are on a committee, on a board, the World Health Organization. We outnumber them by the millions.
Mm-hmm. We do. And it's so sad that people don't know that for the most part. You know, people like us, we're minorities still, you know. Most of the people like us don't know what the hell is going on. I mean, they're still buying into that. And it's hard to unify with them. So you know what I mean, though? We do have the numbers, but most of the numbers don't know.
Wake up. I try to not make my channel political. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Right.
I don't think it should be political. I think we're above the political bullshit. I think we all are above that and realize
Absolutely.
It's not what you can label yourself, some generic label.
I don't do politics. I don't do any of that stuff. I don't want anything that divides people. This is something that this particular item that we're discussing here is not. It's not religious. It's not politician or political.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that affects people of. In other words, viruses don't discriminate, guys. Right?
I don't think so.
That's true.
And I surely am not trying to scare anybody. I'm probably just as worried, maybe even more worried than the rest of you, because I cover it every day. You can ask Kicking with Ben or Bamboo or Super Dave. They know I cover this every day. I go down a lot of rabbit holes trying to get the real information out there. I've come to the realization that viruses do not discriminate, whether you're Chinese, whether you're white, whether you're black, whether you're right wing, whether you're left wing. It doesn't care.
It doesn't care. No way. Nope.
So, on that note, unfortunately and sadly, it seems to be taking out, from my understanding, older people.
What I want to say, if there's a world agenda, take out, you know, look at the Georgia Guidestones. I mean, we're not black. depopulate this earth. The earth can't sustain all of us. I mean,
That's the root of it.
of course, they could genetically, like John Boy says. This thing has a tracking system. It's been bioengineered. I don't know about all that. I'm just saying, if it's possible, there's nefarious reasons behind all this, and a lot of people catch this and die off. We need to see it happening and put a stop to it. We are America. We are strong. We the people. We stand behind our Constitution. We have these God-given rights to life, liberty, and happiness. We must stop it.
Yeah, I wish we could.
I don't think there's no stopping.
I don't know if we could stop it though. Yeah, that would take all of humanity coming together, bringing their energy and love as a force that could like wipe that away. I don't know if that's possible. I think it might. I wish it would be, but it'd be something like that epic. Everybody being on the same consciousness.
Well, wild side
look
in chat. Sorry.
Go ahead, away.
Same level of consciousness. Sorry, I'm done.
Wild side in chat says, but the virus is not discriminatory. The elite are also being attacked with the virus, which is accurate. There are people like in the parliament in Iran that are coming, diplomats.
That shit was bioweaponized. They got infected on purpose. Very easy to see.
You mean like it would target certain people? Is that what you're suggesting?
Well, there was some reports that I saw on The Last American Vagabond. They were talking about how some Iraqi soldiers were talking about how they received infected helmets or hats infected with the virus. I don't know. I got to be open to everything. I'm not saying that's true about Iran, but it's pretty coincidental. It's almost too coincidental to overlook it and just take the mainstream word on it. No, I think you have to be behind that a lot, because that's very, of course, who are our enemies? We were just trying to, well, let's go look back at China. They were just doing the protest, and then they implemented this whole crisis. Nobody talked about the protest because the government locked down, because they claimed this was going on, which is, I'm not denying this is happening, but it just goes. And then Iran, all of those officials, government officials getting infected and having the virus, it's pretty coincidental, I would say. And we, especially if you look at it in the lines of sight of how we were just almost going to be on the brink of war with Iran. And we've been at war with them for so long covertly. I mean, if you know that the little country that's controlling this country and our foreign policy, they're out there in the Middle East, and they're, I'm not going to say their name, but we know who they are. And they're a part of that too. But like, so I don't know. It's
So this virus is bringing all countries to their knees. Would that be correct?
Yes. Wait, I've seen you with Pete the Patriot, different people on your channels with these thoughts and, you know, about conspiracies or whatever, believing the government. I'm sure you have a thought. You're welcome to share it. But I know you're not political. You're not New World Order. Look at Agenda 21. Have we really read? I put a video up a while back about Agenda 21. You know, how they want to control everything, like our food.
Control the food. That's part of it.
Well, Dave, I can tell you this. Agenda 21 was written in Rio de Janeiro, and it is for real a legitimate plan to depopulate under the guise of sustainability. It's their their way of sustaining the planet. I mean, if you take it apart and you really read it, in order to sustain the planet, you have to have less people because there's more people than resources. So, do I believe that there is an Agenda 21? Yes, I do. Do I believe that there's an Agenda 2030? Absolutely. That's not a conspiracy. That's a
What I've
fact.
heard is they're kind of behind schedule.
It's 2020.
But that they're breaking it through. I mean, for certain numbers, there was a Agenda 2020. I think they're behind schedule. What I heard.
We don't know. There's presidents deciding
Whatever.
all
They're
kind of
still
stuff.
rolling it along, and this is a big test rehearsal. You know. Yeah.
But for
2030. Oh my God. I
It
can't
should
believe
It should be done by 2030. But if you just Google it, Agenda 21, it'll tell you all about it. It's a for real, legit document that was signed by many countries,
Yeah. I've heard about that.
and we're one of them. We signed up for it. Not we, you and I, but
You did.
no, I didn't.
I didn't either. I know. I'm joking.
And the Georgia Guidestones is another one. I don't think that's a conspiracy. Somebody
They're there, and I don't think they were put there recently.
I believe they were put there, I want to say 1979 without looking it up. I'm not sure.
Well, I guess that's kind of recently. I thought they were older than that. I don't know.
I've had a couple channels just say they don't know when it was put up and by who, except for this one man that I don't remember his name. That was funded by I don't know who. I can't remember.
Somebody funded it, but I know what you mean though. Like I remember hearing
Somebody funded it. There was probably George Soros.
money to make this happen. It happened.
It was a guy using
there,
a fake,
though.
it was a guy using a fake name. He was actually using a fake name. It was erected in 1980 in Albert County, Georgia. There's 10 guidestones, if you will, in 8 different languages on the Georgia Guidestones. And the guy who did it used a fake name. He went to some farmer and said, "Hey, I want to lease your farm property." And his name was, hang on, I'll get it here in a second.
Wow, you're pretty well versed on the Georgia Guidestones. I never really looked into it too much. I knew about it for a long time.
Yeah.
Shit, forever. But
In June 1979, a man using the fake name of Robert Christian approached Albertson Granite Finishing Company on behalf of a small group of loyal Americans and commissioned the structure. Mr. Christian explained that the stones would function as a compass, a calendar, and a clock, and should be capable of withstanding catastrophic events. The granite company thought that this Christian guy was a nut, and discouraged him by giving him quotes several times higher than any projected company had ever been given, and he still ended up putting it up. So apparently he had some money.
Definitely massive stones. They're very massive. And one of these days, I'm going to go and record and make a video of them myself.
Yeah.
Because they're like 150 miles away from me.
Wow.
Here, I'll do a screen share for you, Dave, if you want, if you would like.
Does somebody want to do a shout out of the chat? And I'll do the drums. That'd be awesome.
Tomorrow night is ladies' night. I want ladies coming in tomorrow night.
Ladies?
Every night is ladies' night.
Thank you. You're very good with this computer. I'll wake up.
And there's a picture, guys, if you can see it. That's the Georgia Guidestones right there.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the 10 commandments of the New World Order.
And it's written in 8 different languages.
I don't know Georgia no languages.
And here's where somebody did some graffiti work on them. And they wrote "Death to the New World Order."
Jorge.
Let these guidestones be to an age of reason.
Babylonian
Oops.
something. The age of reason. Place 6 feet below this spot. Sponsors a Babylonian
cuneiform, classical Greek, Egyptian hieroglyphics, Sanskrit.
classical Greek, yeah. Sanskrit. New
I
World
believe
Order.
kicking with me now catching up with the
New
rest
World
of us.
Order.
I've been watching YouTube videos for years before
Me
I
too,
even
man.
considered, becoming monetized or even trying to grow my channel.
Mhm.
1 year ago in January of 2019, I had 28 subscribers. I'm glad to be part of this great community and,
I'm glad
too.
too.
And
Grateful.
finally
I'm
be
grateful.
awake of what's really going on.
I'm more than
Yeah.
glad. I'm grateful.
Me too.
I'm very grateful.
Just trying to meet good people and trying to get to the truth of things. That's super important to me. I've been fooled a couple times. I'll admit that. I have been fooled.
I do admit I try to project the vibe overall, like just don't take everything too seriously. If it's gonna be coming at you, maybe in a wrong way, and just try to show love to everybody. And
Yes, you should.
Spread equalness.
Yes.
Spread. Yeah, equality everywhere. Or,
Spread
it's
love, not fear.
universal. But that means like equality to what we understand. We can't all claim something here and there. Just be open to it. It's yeah.
Well, thank you, Ryan, in North Carolina.
Hey Ryan, what's up? Who wants to do a shout out in the chat?
I've
Can
been
somebody do
twittering
that?
Ryan. Give me some advice on what cameras to purchase. I'll purchase a nice camera from the contributors of my channel. Thank you for the great support, everyone. It's coming soon in the next few weeks. I'll continue my sky videos. And, I'm going to look at the moon. I'm going to look at the stars. With this, man, this is going to be awesome when I purchase this camera. I have some great supporters.
Yes, you do.
I like to grow everybody's channel. I want to see everybody grow. I mean, a lot of people think I'm copying somebody else, and I'm not. That's how we're able to get our numbers up. And to YouTube, numbers do count.
Well, I'll help you do a shout out, Bamboo, if Dave don't mind.
No, I mean it's up to Dave.
Y'all do whatever you want to do.
Okay, let's give a big happy hello to Super Dave, Kickin' Ben, Bamboo 2, Chrissy Chickle, how do you do? Victor, servant of the living God, Ann Walsworth and Simmer and Soul. Erie, how are you? Wild Style, good to see you. We'll do it to it, make it sound like it's fun. All right. Wild Style, because you got the wild style. Ryan in North Carolina, how are you? Lizard Tribe Channel, glad to meet you. And Cinder Loner, hey, how are you? And Walsworth, nice to see you too. Ace
Cinder.
Family, all good people in here. That's what I see. Lori Ann White, how could this be? I love all you folks. Oh my gosh, you got a lot of people in here. Lee Minia, how are you? Lizard Tribe Channel, welcome, welcome. Simmer Soul. Lori Ann White, Yeah. You got a lot of people in here, Dave. Jude's channel.
I've
Welcome
seen more
aboard.
in your channel.
Welcome aboard. We got Ryan and Ann and Walking Tall. We got everybody here. We got you all. Survival Lady, how do you do? Free from Doctrine? Woo-hoo-hoo. And if I missed anybody, know that I love you too.
Thank you all. I love and appreciate everyone.
And thank you, Awake.
I was trying to sing like a rhyme, if you will.
That was good. That was good.
Tomorrow's ladies' night. I
Very
expect
good
some
people
ladies
here.
to come on my live stream tomorrow night. And I got
I
some
went on
time.
the I went on the
Go ahead,
Wakes panel one night, and me and our People's Last Stand shut it down that night.
Oh, I usually pull some all-nighters. Dave, I'm surprised to see you up.
Dave
so-
always has good people. That's why we know him. And everybody in the chat. Much
Oh
love.
yeah,
I have
That's-
Dave.
off.
You
Dave
always
helped
have a
me.
bastion
You
of
helped me
good
grow my channel.
vibes. And sorry I haven't been here in a while.
No apologies necessary. Dave is a super. You are a super Dave.
Thank you all. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Bamboo, I love and appreciate you, brother. Awake.
You too, man.
Stay on top of this, please.
I am. I'm staying on top of it. I don't want anybody to be scared. Okay, that is not what I'm here or what I'm about. I'm here just to help people, just like me. I want to get to the bottom of it. I want to know what's going on. I want to make sure that we are all aware of what's going on. Don't have fear, okay? Because that'll really mess you up. Somebody in chat here, Shimmer Soul, I need to go to the dentist, but I'm too scared to go right now. I would have to say you shouldn't be scared of that. Your dentist would not be in practice if he thought there was any dangers. He would use absolute super good protocol in making sure that both he is not sick and that you don't get sick. Okay. So have no fear.
So Shimmer Soul, Ryan Wildstar, Survivor, Lori. Good people. A lot of new people I don't know about.
I hope to meet Ryan and Miss Polly. One people close to
You guys
me, you
aren't
know,
too far away, right?
they're like
In the same
130
region.
miles away from me.
Yeah, what? 2 hours? That's
Right.
What Lori Ann White is saying.
Ann Walsworth is a great supporter, y'all. Thank you,
And-
Miss Ann Walsworth. Victor, servant of the living God. Thank you. Y'all, I need to go to bed. Thank
All
you
right.
all for coming.
Thank you,
Y'all-
Dave, for having me.
We've learned a lot tonight, Miss Awake. And I appreciate your skills. Kicking with Ben, thank you for being here, man.
Thank you too, Super Dave. Thank everybody.
Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Bamboo.
What do you always say? Bless up, right?